Well, it's done. 'Cause the Pickle Man tricked me again.
I turned myself into a pickle. I'm Pickle Jesse. Okay.
Let's go.
Man in the pickle suit. Apparently this guy's amongst the trolls.
Oh my god.
This is literally, Jesse, this is literally my worst fear about bringing you on the show, bro.
You're a pickle! I love
But this is a pickle to haunt me.
Yes, he is. He is fucking.
Goddamn womanizing, raping, trolling, stupid, pickle-suited nigger.
Whoa. Well, apologies to everyone who fell for it, but I felted the internet. Let's go felt it again. This is Pod Awful.
Pod Awful sucks.
The dark future is here, it's out of here. The internet is screwed from the space on the moon. Jesse bullies the goons. Pod Awful's watching you.
Goddamn womanizing, raping, trolling, stupid, pickle-suited nigger.
No, Chris Chan. Welcome, everybody. I am your host, the Pickle Man, Jesse PS, and this is Pod Awful. If it's your first time here, thanks for joining us. We're live as we are every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time over at awful.tube. That's our YouTube channel. We're also live on Wednesdays in the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza, and we will have a new Pizza Fund up soon. We're working on that. We're getting a new Pizza Fund together, which, by the way, this entire prank that I pulled, it lost me Pizza Fund. People were like, people are taking sides. People are on the internet taking sides. Listen, I believe in one side, and if you're not out there, if you're not believing in Chris Chan-ianity, then shun the non-believers. Shun. Let's get some pickles in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Pickles in chat, because people are very upset. People all over the internet were extremely upset over a pickle. Now, if you don't know, last week on the show, last Sunday, I did what was supposed to be my final Ethan Ralph episode. Not so much. Didn't really go down the way I planned. I honestly promised. I said this would be it. But there was a problem. There's a leftover, a hanging, a dangling little Chad of an issue going on. We've got Pickles going crazy in the chat right now. Let's check in with the chat room, see what they're saying in there. Pickle. Trust fund pickle fuck, someone says. See, this is the thing. I'm going to have to cover everything that happened in over the past few days with the Kino Casino, with the Killstream, which I appeared on in a pickle suit. People are still angry about this, and people are still taking sides about it, by the way. Choose one side, okay? Here's the side. You should not have internet men. I still have people saying to me, they're saying the phrase, and I have to hide my face when I say this. They're saying the phrase, Daddy Jim, to me. Yuck. Disgusting. Ah!
I have autism. I can't help it.
Stop having internet men. There's one side you need to be on. It's the side of funny. That doesn't mean you need to like me. That doesn't even mean that you need to find me funny all the time. I'm just saying follow the funny. People keep asking me what's true, what's not. Whatever is funny is true, okay? It's as simple as that. I had this little dangling issue going on, and I have to cover this entire thing. What happened here over the past few days? Was it days? I don't even know how long it's been. Is it 2 days now? 3 days now? I can't tell anymore. My world has been pickled upside down. I've been wearing a pickle suit for days. I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. This guy says trust fund guy. Listen, here's why I need to cover this. What a lot of people out there, especially the YouTube viewers, we got everybody watching on YouTube right now. What the YouTube people don't realize is Pod Awful, and this is going to blow your mind, is a podcast. It's a podcast first. And I forget this sometimes too, because really the only part of this show I'm interested in, the only thing I'm interested in is being live. I'm like a black person. I just love being live. It's their favorite activity, being grown ass and being live. They can't help themselves. They love it.
I'm a killer gorilla.
So I enjoy the live experience the most. And I forget all the time, like, oh, wait, what about all those audio people? Believe it or not, most of the people who listen or pay attention to Pod Awful do so through the podcast, the audio only version. What am I doing with all of this stuff? So when the babies are out there, and they're babies, they're just little, shun the non-believers, shun the non-believers. When the babies are out there and they're desperately trying to figure out all of this, when they're typing up their diaries online, their fan fiction, going, Jesse must have a trust fund. Look at all his expensive equipment. Number one, you're a poor person for two reasons. Number one, you don't know what a trust fund is. Clear, if you think that's how trust funds work, you're retarded. Number two, this is not expensive. It's just a moon base. It cost me like $1,000. Okay? But then they sit there and they go, oh, he's got to be able to pay for all this stuff somehow. And then they have to say, but he has no listeners. So where's the money come from? His dad. Let me remind you that most of the guys you're watching, most of your internet daddies, literally live with their IRL daddies. Now, I'm not throwing shade at anybody out there, okay? I'm not even saying any names. There's a lot of dudes that fall under that banner. But you know what the new hack internet insult is? It used to be mom's basement. And I leaned into that one. We used to have mom's basement studios. That was the joke. I had to hear it all the time. And then finally, it got through to people's heads. Oh, this is hack. Everyone says it. It's done. It's over. And then Keemstar copied it. That said, the new one is, and this is official, the new one is, oh, he's a trust fund guy. It's over. It's over for the trust fund. Okay? It's so over the claps didn't even last. Clap button, did you break? Okay, whatever. Anyway, it's over for that. It's completely over. There's no trust fund. I wish, if I had a trust fund, I would come on here every episode and just throw money at the fucking camera and laugh at you. Wearing a pickle suit. Ah! These guys are seeing me buying a pickle suit and they're going, how can he afford it? It's $20 whole in an Amazon Prime account. There's no way. He just doesn't have enough people in the pizza fund. Most people listen to the show as a podcast. I was an iTunes top 100 comedy podcast in 2013, as early as 2013. I've got a lot of people listening to the show, all right? I lost a YouTube account. Almost every week, I have people subscribing to the show and going, holy shit, I didn't even realize you were still on YouTube. This is how little people pay attention. They listen to the podcast version and then they go, oh, I didn't even know. I thought you were gone. Didn't you say you were banned? I don't know. I'm in the pizza fund. I don't know. I just watch all the videos in the pizza fund. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Thank you for being that aware of everything going on. Thank you.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
So this is what I deal with. When you're sitting there trying to crunch my numbers for me, and by the way, where were you when I was doing my taxes? Dear God, where were you when I was doing my taxes? Holy shit, the amount of taxes I owed. Could you just crunch the numbers and go, oh yeah, there's an entire faction of people listening to the show I don't have any idea about. Now, I forget about those people too. And so all the time I go onto these other shows, I do H2BH the show. It's actually one of my favorite things to do. You know, Pod Awful is always live. There's a show going on in our Pod Awful cult in Discord, podawful.com/Discord. There's a show going on other people's shows. PPP was sort of right when he says I take over other people's shows. It's not malicious. I can't help myself. I can't help myself.
I have autism. I can't help it.
I swear to God, it's not my fault. Here's what happens. I go on other people's shows and I only have one mode. I've only got this. This is all I know how to do. So I go on other people's shows and I go, well, let's have fun. Let's do jokes. And to the Zoomers out there, you go, oh, that's cringe. And it's because you've never seen actual entertainment before. You've been watching Fortnite streams your entire life. Maybe it's not funny. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm probably cringe and gay. But anyway, the point is, I forget about the audio people. And so I'll go on these other shows and I'll post it to the YouTube. And then the audio feed people, when we refer back to these things later, they're sitting there going, what the fuck are you talking about? Especially now that I've been banned from YouTube and there's an entire archive, 12 years worth of shows disappeared from the internet. And I'm slowly putting those back in the pizza fund. As the result of that, there's like lore out there that people are just completely unaware. People who listen to the show every day, people who I see in the Discord every single day, they have no fucking clue what's going on sometimes. And it's my fault. So from now on, when any big events happen, when anything's being posted to YouTube, I've already uploaded the clips. I've already clipped the Kino Casino, the Killstream. And after this show goes up, I will also be putting up the new Killstream. Matt Jarbo and I will go on the YouTube channel as well. I've got that clip. But you can go see all these things on those channels. I just have to remember the audio people. So audio people, this one's for you. We salute you. And the reason I have to do it, the reason that I went in and did all this stuff to begin with, the reason I have the pickle suit is the leftover issue from last week. Last week's episode was all about Chris Chan and how Ethan Ralph became Chris Chan. And I ordered this pickle suit for that show. Now, if you're in our pizza fund, you heard the Pod After show. And in the Pod After show, I explained the story of how the pickle suit did not arrive. It was very sad. Very, very sad, people. I had to deal with some Mexicans, some robots. It was a nightmare. Listen to the Pod After show. Well, eventually the pickle suit came. So I'm sitting here and I got a pickle suit next to me for no reason. It's just there. And I'm going, well, I spent the money. I dealt with the Mexicans. I listened to the robots. This is actually going to sound more insane to the audio-only people the more I say these things. Oh, well.
Y'all some retards.
I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this pickle suit. And I'm ready to go on the Kino Casino. Andy has messaged me. We've been talking all day. He's saying, let's bring you on for the Dick Masterson stuff. We want to talk Dick Masterson. Dick Masterson's out there supporting Nick Fuentes, supporting Ethan Ralph, Baked Alaska, America First, the Cozy guys. He's on their side. He's saying DMCAing is free speech. Let's talk about it. Dick Masterson took you down from Patreon. That's the whole reason there is a pizza fund. You're the guy. You're the guy to do it. You're the guy who exposed the Simpspiracy. You're the guy who got kicked off of Patreon by Dick. You know about Juju the lol cow. You know all this stuff. Let's bring you on. And so we're talking about ideas. We're throwing ideas back and forth. I came up with a way where he would legally be allowed to stream snipe the Metokur Nick Fuentes debate, which, by the way, snooze fest. Sorry. Snooze fest.
The Pickle Man tricked me again.
Thank God the Pickle Man was here because that was pickle night. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting to go on Kino Casino. And it's like always, whenever I've been invited onto one of Andy's shows, I'm waiting 30 minutes to an hour longer than I expect to. Now, I know that. I realize that while I'm waiting. And here's what happens. I want to be a good guest. I look at it the same way I look at like a comedian going on a late night TV show. I'm like, this is it, man. You're getting out there. There's 3,000. Well, there was 2,000 people watching, 2,000 something watching. And then I came on as a pickle. And then there were 3,000 people watching. Thank you so much. We got the pickle push power, PPP. And so I'm thinking, I've got all these eyes on me. I want to make it a good show. Now, PPP, he was talking about how, I have exactly the opposite intentions. That's not true. Andy will tell you anytime I was appearing on his show, Twisted Mind, which is a whole other. I've got Twisted Mind episodes in the Pizza Fund as well, by the way. I must have been on that show like 20 times. I maybe archived 2 of them. The audio-only people have only heard like 1, maybe half. I'm not even sure if I've ever put any of that stuff up. But all of these appearances, I go on other shows to make content happen for my show. It's H2BH, the show. And by the way, H2BH, I'm happy to be here. So I hope you're happy to be here too, by the way. Pickles in chat. Thank you. Anyway, I'm thinking to myself while I'm sitting there, every time I'm waiting to go on one of his shows or any show, I'm sitting there and I'm listening to what they're talking about. I'm watching the live stream. I'm in the chat just like you guys. I'm a fan. I'm watching. And I'm seeing them talk about all this funny stuff. And my head is doing what my head does. I'm thinking of jokes. I'm thinking, oh, wouldn't this be funny? Wouldn't this be funny? Just ideas, little bits and pieces and bits and bobs. And so the longer I'm sitting there, the more ideas start piling up. And Andy always keeps me waiting. And then I've got to sit through the fucking donos. Oh, God, I hate the donos. I know you guys want to talk to the men, but come on. So many donos. They should really wait till the end of the show for all the donos. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to the donos, I tune out. I'm out of it. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking of all these jokes. I want to come in guns blazing, finger guns going off, cocked and ready. And unfortunately, one of my thoughts during that, I'm sitting there, I'm seeing these donos, I'm snoozing. I look over to my left and there's a pickle suit sitting there. This was not planned. I didn't speak to Andy about it. The pickle suit was not planned, okay? But a lot of the stuff that happened was, all right? But I'm looking at that pickle suit and I'm going, wait a second. This could be good for what may happen later. I'm seeing this pickle suit and an idea appears, and then the internet felts down.
Thank God. God is back, baby. And the earth is flat, not round.
So here is my appearance on the Kino Casino as other people saw it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. We'll go through bits and bobs and I will commentate over a little bit of, don't worry, I won't be pausing too much. Of course, nobody's got a problem when PPP and Andy are pausing. I've noticed that. I haven't seen anything about all their They just did a 9.5 hour long stream on a 2-hour content video. Nobody had an issue with it. Anyway, I got to play a little bit for the audio people. Just if you've already seen it, even if you already saw it again, sit through it, just enjoy, because I'm taking you on a ride and this all leads to a big twist ending. Let's take a look.
Ralph versus Rand debate.
PPP, Andy Warski, the Kino Casino.
Content. It's going to be crazy.
It's been a lot of fun over there.
Road.
I think
Description
everyone,
below, $10.
Yo, everyone who signed up, thank you so much.
They're talking about their Gumroad.
So
their Gumroad is like the pizza fund. PPP's got a Gumroad. Okay, so anyway.
We really appreciate it, guys. And more to come. More of this stuff that we can't show on the show here because there's too much now. There's
not true.
Too much Kino. So here, I'm gonna create the group chat. Here we go.
All right. So he's bringing me in. Now, I think it's literally right here where I'm going, shit, and I'm throwing on a pickle suit. I'm like, let me get this pickle suit on.
Resize the screens.
I'm panicking.
All right, okay.
And now Andy has just seen the pickle.
What do we have here now?
Oh, hey, everybody. Happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me on.
Okay, wait.
All right.
Why are you...
And PPP is PP pissed. Now, what's real? What's not? We will discuss this, okay? But let me tell you, the PP pickle was PP unplanned. It was sort of like my mother's pregnancy. No one was expecting it.
That's like a pickle? Can you explain?
Weren't you guys talking about Chris Chan a second ago? Listen, I didn't see the beginning of the show. So I just want to say this. I just assumed these guys would know about Chris Chan and the pickle suit guy, but they didn't. So this joke went way over their heads, and probably a lot of the audience too. All right, from here on out, I'm just going to let it play, I promise. I completely missed what you guys talked about at the top, so I want to apologize, but I just have to say at the very start, rest in peace to Coach Red Pill. I was really sad to hear about that. That sucks that he's dead.
Oh, he's actually alive, Jesse. But we're talking about the same thing we talked about every night.
Wait, hang on a second.
Which
Wait,
is Ralph
alive?
and Fuentes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait, so he faked his death? Who on earth would fake someone's death just for views? That is crazy to do. Just to fool Ethan Ralph? That is sick. That is sick beyond sick. Anyway, guys, I turned myself into a pickle. I'm Pickle Jesse. Okay, so...
Oh my god.
This is literally my worst fear about bringing you on the show brought to life.
Okay, so this is for the autistics out there. And I know exactly how many Kino Casino listeners are autistic because they did a poll while I was on the show. And it's actually kind of amazing. They ran a poll on whether or not to kick me off. And on PPP's own channel, it was actually kind of close. Not good. Only 56% of the audience voted to kick me off. I'm pretty sure if I was Donald Trump, that means I win the presidency. So, I would have said if I ran the poll on my channel, I feel like 98% of the people would say kick the other guy off, not me, the guy whose channel it is. 56%, pretty good. But 56%, that's how many people are in the audience sitting here right now going,
I have autism. I can't help it.
So we have to break it down a little bit for the AUGold people out there. They're going to walk away from this still confused. I can tell them to their faces exactly what went down, and they'll still be confused. So yes, PPP is upset about the pickle. Okay? He's upset about the pickle, and the things he says are real or were real feelings at some point, but this is all leading somewhere.
Fucking nuclear level of cringe. Like, it's just... I don't even know what to say.
I love watching
It's
Andy be like, oh my God, we're having Jesse on, and then going to PPP. You want to bring Jesse on? And PPP being like, yeah, not yet, we'll wait.
No,
we don't have to bring him on just now.
I was trying to get like at least 2 hours in before I fucking
Let me say it like this. Here's the thing. I don't know if you've heard about the lolcow uprising, but I'm a big fan of the lolcow uprising.
We have that clip. We can
see. I'm setting up my jokes.
This is what it's all led to is the lolcow uprising.
I have to just put PPP on blast in front of you. Jesse, for 1 sec.
Okay.
So PPP's literal.
Oh, I know what this is.
His quote to me right before.
Okay, so I knew what that was. You heard that, right? And then I correct myself. Oh, wait a second. What? I say, oh, I know what this is.
Before the show started, it was,
oh,
is he gonna fuck?
Oh, no. I mean, I don't know what this is, actually.
His quote to me right before the show started was,
oh,
is he gonna fuck the show up, Andy?
Yes, he is. He is fucking.
I'm fucking this show up. This is the most fun. Listen, here's what I was going to say, though, is the lolcow uprising. These guys, I don't even, I kind of get it, having been completely kicked off of YouTube myself, when they're like, fuck it, fuck everybody. Let's just burn it all down. I kind of get that, but I can't be on their side because when you look over, look at this side of the internet, we got a retarded guy, a fat lesbian, a pickle. We're just laughing. We're having fun. This is goofy for us. I'm sending a man stickers. This is silly, right? Yeah. We all think this is dumb and silly.
It's fun.
And you look over there and they're in full-on meltdown mode. They're just like, they're pressing buttons, hoping something happens. Please stop making fun of me, please. So I just want to say, I think America first, it's in the toilet. The Canadians are winning. You guys should start Canada first.
Well, there already is a Canada first.
Damn it.
It's this red-haired Nick Fuentes clone called Tyler Russell.
Well, you should steal it out from under him because fuck that guy. Who gives a shit? You guys are winning. The Canadians are winning. This is the goofy side of the internet. This is where everybody's having fun. When people are saying Kino, this is what they're talking about. You go over there, and it's a horror show. It looks like everybody needs to take a rape shower. Speaking of rape, by the way, you guys were talking about Mr. Metokur fucking his lady on stream earlier. I'm not saying that's rape. I was thinking of this. I was imagining what would it be like if Ethan Ralph was having sex with Alice on stream? if that accidentally got recorded. I'd like to do a quick little impression of that, if you don't mind.
All right, let's hear it. Let's give Jesse his chance here. Here's your demo tape, Jesse.
Okay, now this is where PPP takes a little far. He says my demo tape. Number one, I don't need to be submitting my demo tape to literally anybody. Certainly not to the Kino Casino. Listen, even if I needed a demo tape, it was the diaper delivery, and until anybody else finds their way out of their house to make the funny happen, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about the ding dong, but we'll talk about that later, okay? So here it is. This is, again, I was just sitting there listening to their show, and these bits, these jokes were coming up in my head, and I just wanted to throw them all out there before we got to the Dick Masterson stuff. Now, keep in mind, in my head, I'm going, that debate's coming up in like an hour and a half. We're not going to get through all this Dick Masterson stuff, and I've already talked about this Dick Masterson stuff. That's not what's funny to me anymore. I want to talk about the stuff that's funny to me right now. So I'm trying to jam pack it. I'm trying to make it all happen. The autistic side of the audience, they're sitting there going,
"Pod awful makes me do that."
They're dying. They're like, I don't understand. This isn't one of my internet. This isn't Mr. Metokur. PPP loves Mr. Metokur. If Mr. Metokur were on right now, he could say the exact same jokes and PPP would be like, tee. And now they're freaking out. They're like, wait a second, PPP, he doesn't seem to like this. What's happening here? And their spidey senses are tingling, but they don't know why their spidey senses are tingling.
Jesse.
Okay, here we go. This is Ethan Ralph having sex with Alice on stream. Okay. Thank you. All right, there we go.
All right. There we go.
All right.
Thank you. PPP hates me, and I don't care at all. I love how much PPP hates me. Here's what I love about it. PPP, you motherfucker. I had you on my show a few years ago because of the Dick Masterson stuff. By the way, me releasing those simp texts is what put you here. I hope you understand that. And you came
Jesse,
on my show.
What I remember happening was you dropped the football on the 1 yard line and fucked it, Jesse.
I dropped the football.
And then I carried your ass through the arc, Jesse.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, yeah, no, Jesse, you were the one behind it all, Jesse.
Jesse was right.
Jesse, you never did shit.
Jesse was right about Dick Masterson. Jesse was right about Ethan Ralph.
You were right about those people, but even a fucking blind man would be right about that, Jesse. Like,
here's what I love that you think you picked up the football and got it over the.
Oh, Jesse, when you got fucking dogpiled and shit on by Ralph, and they buried the story.
I got dogpiled.
They buried the story.
Now,
so it's very smart what you did,
Jesse.
Jesse.
About the Dick stuff. You want to know about the Dick stuff, but I had PPP on my show, and he came on, and he knew he was coming on. See, here's what's incredible. This is why we have to do this. This is why we have to do this show. There's still people in the chat right now going, see, he's mad online, angry online, TM, it's happening. He's mad at the internet. Okay. Okay. Don't get felted. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep in theme here. I'm sorry I keep saying that. On my paywalled show, and then he has to go to all of his followers
Jesse,
and go,
like, you are
I'm
the
a man
ultimate
of
piece of
God.
shit.
I'm a man
no,
of
Jesse,
God.
you know what? It was wrong of you to do what you did,
now
Jesse.
You're Mr.
It
Grift.
was wrong
now
for you to do what you did,
Mr.
Jesse. No, it was wrong for you to
Mr.
do what you did.
Bro.
You know what?
Now
This is exactly.
For those donos.
Andy, I will not do the show with Jesse.
I'm just kidding.
I honestly,
Jesse,
kidding. You are a piece of garbage, and you want to make it about yourself. Jesse, I don't like.
See, this is great. Somebody in the chat's going, you were yelling over him, which was fucking annoying. I was also being yelled at. It's called being yelled at. It's just yelling. There's two parties yelling. See, this is, again, we have to do this for the autistic people out there. You can hear it. You can just hear it when they're there. You can see I hear a chirp in my head every time I see a comment like that.
You? I've never liked you. Nobody thinks you're
like
funny,
wrestling,
Jesse.
so I don't care.
Wrestling is a lot funnier than what you do.
Guys,
like,
both
of
you,
you suck, bro.
Look, hang on. Both of you. Okay, both of you.
He's getting mad at a pickle.
Both of you had your beef or whatever. Now,
I have a beef.
Well, you know what I mean.
Okay, Jesse. Yeah.
But save your opinions. Just enjoy what's funny. Even if it's me getting my shit kicked in, whatever it is, whatever makes you laugh. Save your side. Save your opinions. Enjoy the ride. It's all going somewhere.
Oh, you rated.
This is like right now what you're doing. If you're freaking out in chat right now, what's happening is you're on a roller coaster, okay? And it's one of those old wooden ones and it's bumpy. And you haven't even gotten to the hill yet. And you're like, this sucks. I hate it. Ow, it's bumping my head. You're a baby. Wait for the drop.
This whole time to have your beef till now, Jesse. Like,
I don't have a beef. I
pathetic
like
of
you.
Jesse.
I like you. I think it's cool that you finally leaned into the grift. I like it. What is the problem? Listen, we're in a new internet. It's the lol cow uprising. Okay, look, the gloves are off. Swirly in the chat room says, please don't read my chats when they come up. Thank you so much, Swirly, for that. We got to take the gloves off for this
you're
one.
Not funny. Like, you suck. I'm sorry, Jesse. Your bits are cringe. They're retarded. Like, they're not funny.
Yeah.
And Andy, like, I don't know how you find this guy entertaining.
I like him.
I'll be for real.
Wait, okay, look.
But he's not my buddy.
You guys,
because I'm always extremely funny and entertaining. You're riding the troller coaster. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I didn't.
Some of you think you've seen everything. Some of you think you have the right opinions right now. Okay, that you figured it all out. You've done all the math on this. Don't make yourself look stupid. This is what I literally got on the Killstream in a pickle suit and got to tell those people to their faces, hey, you're making yourselves look like bigger lol cows. Stop it. I'm going to tell you more about that in a bit. Don't be like them.
I think he would bring this up. I don't know what your guys' previous
I didn't plan on
Oh
it.
No, I knew right well
I don't
he
have
would cause
beef.
problems.
There's no
No,
beef.
he does have a beef. He's been seething about it for years.
If I had a beef, I'd be a hamburger. What?
The truth is,
talking
Jesse,
about?
you honestly, Dick fucking felted you during that arc, and I had to save your ass. And that's just the truth. Nobody would have cared. Nobody would have cared about any of that shit, Jesse, if it was you. I'm just telling you the truth, Jesse. Like,
no, that's why you're the
truth.
special guest for the Dick part of this segment. You're gonna carry.
I
carry
was
the
gonna bring you
for me.
in to talk about Dick.
Explain
I was
the
gonna
juju
carry the
stuff.
football. Oh, I could, Jesse, but to be honest
ahead.
with you, like, I'd sooner just focus on your cringe and shitty bit, to be honest. Big trash.
Hang on.
What? I'm just talking.
I'll be honest, Andy, like, Jesse can go or I can go at this point. I really don't want to deal with Jesse.
Okay, here's a great comment from chat. Jay Bet says, Jesse, did you spend all of your money on that pickle fit and don't have enough to replace the battery in your smoke alarm? Are you guys hearing what I'm hearing from that comment? Oh my God. Wait a second. I'm hearing. Wait. Uh-oh, it's getting louder. Is it getting closer?
Sorry, Jesse, you're kicked from the show.
All right. Well,
I'll be for real.
Is there no way we could smooth this over, boy?
No.
I was making a listen. I was making a joke. I'm just making now. Listen to everybody out there saying whatever the truth may be, wherever we're going on this roller coaster ride. To everybody who said it doesn't look good to be angry at a laughing pickle on the internet, obviously I agree with you. But sometimes sacrifices must be made. As a matter of fact, if you aren't familiar with the Killstream stuff that he's talking about there, the whole getting it over, fumbling the ball at the 1 yard line and all that kind of stuff, I made a pretty huge sacrifice. I went on the Killstream knowing I was going to get clobbered, and I recorded it from my end. Now, the people who have seen my original Killstream appearance, this is years ago with Dick Masterson, Mr. Metokur, Ethan Ralph, some sort of laughing little animated hyena, I think, was there. He had some sort of South American cartoon on with him. There was some other guy. I don't know. There was all these people there, and they were dogpiling me. And Ethan was, and this is dirty tricks, he was muting me. He was kicking me. He was lowering my volume. And I have all the proof. I recorded it from my side. The people who've seen it from my side, they know the truth. But what I recorded before that was me saying, if I go on this show, and I was only doing it to expose the Simpspiracy, to put out Dick Masterson's cringe texts. I said, this will not go the way we want. Said it from the beginning. Sometimes in this life, you have to make sacrifices. Sometimes you have to be the cringe guy. Sometimes, every once in a while, you just got to let yourself fall into that trap just to make a little bit of internet magic happen. That might be what's going on here in this clip. Or it might not. I don't know. The joke about that you're the grift guy now. That's it. You've made that joke. You're fine.
Oh,
you're okay.
No, but Jesse, you obviously have resentment in your heart from 2019 or 2020 or whenever it was. I honestly, the reality is too, it's not even about that. It is honestly just your bit is so bad. Like you bomb, you're cringe, bro. Like your bit sucks.
What bit? Why are you
like
so
it
upset?
sucks? Like you're just not funny, and like you're tanking my show on purpose. Jesse, you're tanking the show.
Wait, hang on. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it in the chat again. A guy called Crazy Diamond says, now this is some constructive criticism. I'm going to take this to heart. He says, you're not funny. Obviously, he's the arbiter of that, so I got to listen. This guy is the gatekeeper of comedy. He's proven himself. He's got all the best opinions, and I'm sure if you were to look at his open subscriber list, it wouldn't be completely embarrassing. He says, and again, I'm taking this to heart. He says, you're not funny, and you do try to make everything about you. Now, his proof of that is he says he gave my channel a chance a few weeks back. This was just the last straw for me. I should have seen it after the Boulder stream. So I think he's talking about me on Matt Jarbo's show, which now Matt Jarbo and I co-host a show together. I do want to say, and this is heartfelt, okay? From my heart, Crazy Diamond, I do apologize about making it about me on my channel with events that involve me. I do apologize. I'm talking about things that I do. I know that you are used to watching content where a guy covers the stuff you saw on Reddit earlier, but that he is not involved in at all. I know that's what you're used to seeing. What you want is a cartoon to tell you your own opinions back to you about clips you've already seen. And I wish I was good enough to do that. I really do. I wish I could just
on purpose, and you suck.
I don't only because you're saying no. Right? You're being a diva right now. You're such a diva.
Well, half the
you're
audience
a diva.
wants you.
You're being a diva.
53%.
You're being a diva.
Want you
I brought in this last.
Both of you, stop. Both of you, stop right now. Okay, look, we have an hour and a half left until the fucking debate starts.
1 hour.
No, it's an hour and a half, isn't it?
And a half.
Yeah, an hour and a half. We have an hour and a half. Okay, look, Ashton, are you really just completely done with having him on?
I am, yeah. I am.
Jesse, yeah. I mean, I can't kick. It's his channel.
It's his channel, says Andy. So he would kick me. Now, obviously, that's not the case. There should be clues here for you to go, wait a second, what is happening? Is Andy saying that if it weren't PPP's channel, he would keep me and get rid of PPP? Obviously, that's not the case. That's crazy.
Oh, no, listen, I mean, look, Jesse,
I've got like, videos and stuff.
You had to make it all about yourself, Jesse, which is very
How was this about me? I was making it about you.
Your bit wasn't funny. It was cringe as fuck. I'm not going to subject the viewers to this shit. I wanted to give you an honest-to-God.
And listen, to everybody out there, again, I'm not asking you to pick my side. I'm asking you to pick zero sides. You don't have to laugh with me. But if you're not laughing with me, you are the joke. So it's your choice.
Chance, you came on for 10 minutes. We're terribly unfunny.
This isn't like it's the first time I've been on, by the way. And then you start trying
to... you've never been on the Kino. Well, other than the one fucking appearance at Ralph's house.
Other than one of the biggest things that ever happened.
I don't know, Jesse. You still couldn't ring the doorbell, son.
Listen,
you still couldn't ring the doorbell.
Both of you stop.
You're a puss.
This is great. Somebody says Mudman says you desperately rely on other people to talk about. Nothing organic has come from you. Okay, thank you, Mudman. Thank you. No, I've never done anything. Yes, I'm sure you watch all the most original, just everything pouring out. What's your favorite show, Mudman? I'd love to know your favorite show, Mudman. What do you like to watch? I need it. Listen, I am willing to listen, and I will read every single constructive criticism in the chat, but you also have to list the things you do like. It's only fair.
Both of you are being fucking over the top.
That's the diaper sniper, they're saying in the chat room.
And ridiculous. Both of you are being over the top. And
doorbell respecter.
this is like a 2-3-year-old fucking beef you're talking about. No offense.
Jesse
as
is
an outsider,
no, it's Jesse that brought it up, like to be a fucking dude.
And he's
because he wants to tank the show, which he does every time.
Oh my God. Oh, are you hearing it again? Here's Keith. Wow, they're so stupid. Jesus Christ. Keith says, replace that smoke alarm's battery, you degenerate. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Keith. Thank you so much, Keith. Thank you, Keith. Keith.
Which I told you he would do.
No, he's not.
And this is what he does. Jesse's whole bit is being so cringe and so shitty that he tanks every show he's on. That's his entire bit.
No one's mad in chat. I'm checking chat. No one's mad, okay? No one even knows.
I don't know about that.
It's
calm
gay.
down, PPP. You're being deep.
Hang on. Okay, stop.
Jesse.
Freaking Jesse, stop. You have to chill.
All right.
Okay, look.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am poking the bear. I'm sorry.
We brought you on to actually expose Dick Masterson, and this is not working at all.
I didn't mean for any of this.
I'm just not going to deal with Jesse's cringe and shit. Like, come on, your bit's not funny.
Well,
everything
to be fair,
you've never made me laugh one time. I'll be honest.
Okay,
you've never made me laugh one time.
That's why you.
The only time I've ever seen you on shit. Well, Jesse, I mean, you had nothing to do with any of
the show, and that just
fact
derailed
that you try and take credit
direction.
from shit 2 years after the fact.
Guys,
pathetic as fuck, Jesse.
Look. If you want both of you
take credit for the entire new project.
The silly corner of the internet. You guys look like you're melting down right now, PPP. This is the silly corner.
Jesse, like,
do you want me to take off the pickle? Do you want me to take off the pickle?
You just flat out suck.
I'll take off the pickle. How about I take off the pickle?
Jesse, you flat out suck. I don't know why Andy thinks you're funny, but you flat out suck. Flat out suck. Like, you're not good. Like, I'm sorry to say.
From the many appearances I've done,
I'm sorry
and I was very funny on his shows. That's it's okay, dude. It's
never
okay.
were. No one ever watched.
Okay. All right, buddy.
No one ever cared.
Okay. You're a WWE diva. We get it. It's fine. I'm not a pickle anymore.
Okay. Look.
It's gloves off. Listen, it's a new internet. It's gloves off. That's the way it is. People are flagging out
you
there.
Suck.
It's crazy.
Like, you make it about yourself constantly, and you suck.
I'm moving on. I'm talking about. You're making it about me now. I'm trying to get to the dick stuff.
Jesse, I'm sorry. I will never, ever do a show with you. I'm sorry.
You've already done the show with me multiple times.
I will never, ever do a show with you ever again. That's it.
Is that like the way you'll never... By the way, I will be on the Kino Casino coming soon for the Dick Masterson episodes and the Mersh episode. Coming soon. And by the way, we also have a poll going in the chat right now. The poll says, do you have autism? And coming in with 64%, it says no. With 36%, it says Jesse isn't funny, replace battery. Goon alarm.
Cut off. Well, no, I am
like
grifting.
The way that you would never
I am grifting, Jesse, but at the end of the day, what you did with the DMCA takedown.
65%, by the way, better than what PPP got in the Kino Casino, but that doesn't matter. Again, we're just testing autism here. That's all it is. It's an autism test.
Andy,
I want to be honest with you.
I thought that was gay as fuck. It was gay as fuck, and you derailed the momentum of the entire arc
stuff ready to go.
Oh, no, Jesse, like, you're a fucking...
Lucas with a great point. He says, proving the 33%, 36% is so close. I always say there's 33% of an audience with autism. That is wild how close that was. Like, I really do.
You know what? Honestly, buddy, the reality is Dick Masterson is funnier. Sorry to say.
No, what? That's fucking insane.
I'm sorry to say. Dick Masterson is actually magnitudes of talent.
Take the side of Mr. Cuties. That's fine by me. You're on the side of Mr. Cuties.
When it's with you, Jesse, I mean, I don't know, man.
That's fine by me. That's fine by me.
It's with, I don't know, Jesse. You come on, you're a bit shit.
You keep saying Jesse. Let's say Dick. You keep saying Jesse. Let's say Dick Masterson, Dax, Juju. You keep talking about me. This isn't about me.
Okay, wait. Jesse, I'm going to side with Ashton here and just say you came in a little strong. I know you're joking around.
Be honest.
Oh, no, it's just, honestly, it's just...
Let me finish. Let me just say what I have to say. came on strong, and we're trying to felt these motherfuckers. And bringing up things from the past and starting like fucking that shit is fucking not what we were like. Like we only had to have a few minutes here.
Wasn't trying to.
Okay, so now Ashton, look, he is always trolling and being crazy and all this stuff, but
I'm not. I swear I'm not.
No,
right now.
I mean he's trying to get his credit for 2020.
By the way, can the people in the cult, anybody in the cult, if you're in our Discord, podawful.com/Discord, by the way, if you want to join the cult, you probably won't get in because you're gay. But if you're already in there, if you could just screenshot for me every single person who is saying to replace the, I just want to see a bevy, a collage of every single person who is saying replace the smoke detector battery. Because this is incredible to me. I cannot believe what I'm reading here. The goon alarm has never been funnier. So if we could get that in the hate mail section of the Discord, or maybe the goon alarm section. We actually have a section for the goon alarm. Throw those in there. Just screenshot every time you see one. It's very funny. And hang on a second. Let me turn my mic up. Maybe you can hear this. I don't know if you guys could hear that.
20 and Dick Masterson,
no one
which
cares
you know
about
what?
that.
Like
no one cares about that though.
He cares about it. He cares about it enough to bring it up and try and extract this apology from me.
No,
and look, Jesse,
you
like,
right.
I didn't have a problem with you. You come in with the bit and it's cringe as fuck. Oh, Jesse, no. No, dude, you're not funny. Jesse, you've never been funny.
That you hate
Honestly,
me.
you've never made me laugh.
I'll be funny that you hate
I'll be for real. Like, I don't like what you've done. You come on the show,
and
you're just cringe. You're just not funny.
Awesome.
And then you start a fight with me over shit from 2 years ago, trying to say that you were the one who led the whole thing against Dick. And
I don't want to upset you any further, PPP.
It's just revisionist history.
Andy,
I'm sorry, Jesse.
I just want to say to you, I'm sorry.
You gotta go.
I just want to say to Andy,
I'm
sorry.
Terrible.
And I do want to point out that all I said was I think it's funny that it's palpable how you can tell PPP hates me. I said it's funny. That's it. I don't know why you're so upset.
I don't know, Jesse, because you tanked my show.
I can send you all. I can send you all the links if you need the links. Do you want the links? I'll send you the links.
You're not funny. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not attempting.
Well, I don't know. You're supposedly a comedian.
He's trying to make
I don't want peace with Jesse.
Well, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm trying to be funny. You're upset. I'm trying not to be funny. You're upset that I'm not trying. I can't win.
Jesse, like you came in, you were shit.
The house
and you
always
trying to bring up shit from years ago. The house always does win. We're not a part of the house, Jack. We're not a part of anything. And you
honestly,
never
there was
will be.
a vote on whether or not I was a part of the house. There was a vote. It was dicey there for a minute. I don't know how the poll ended.
Vote.
And by the way, that poll, it was about 50-50 for most of the run of it on whether or not I was part of the house.
56% want you kicked from the show.
That's not high. Like,
I don't know.
Trump
I mean,
won with that
can we just
number,
watch the fucking Dick stuff, whether he stays or not? Like, Ashton, you fucking make up your mind then, like, because this is gay.
He made it up. I'm gonna go. If you want the links, just let me know. He's made up his mind. I'm so sorry to everybody. I'm sorry to all the people I made upset out there in the audience too. And most of all, I'm sorry to the funniest man that PPP knows, Dick Masterson. I'm so sorry for this. He's a funny guy.
I don't know. I'd sooner bring him on as the third wheel. I'm gonna be real.
Can we just fucking watch the Dick stuff and talk about that and move the fuck on and stop being gay? Like,
I don't know, Andy. I mean, this is exactly what I told you.
He didn't even do anything crazy. He said one thing, and you.
No, he comes on and he just acts gay as shit.
I was a pickle.
He's just gay as shit.
I was just a pickle.
Fuck.
I was just a pickle.
This is so over the top. Over nothing.
Listen,
over.
I apologize.
This
is not what tonight is about. Something completely different. Not about PPP being felted. I'm so sorry. I'll just go. I'm sorry.
Bye, Jesse.
All right, Jesse.
Goodbye. All right, do you want me to send you those links, or do not ever expect me to be the one to hang up? I love Andy, by the way. Mwah. Little kiss to Andy. I love Andy, but there was zero chance I was ever hitting hang up. My favorite thing on earth is to say, okay, see ya, and then I'm there for another hour and a half You really should have hit hang up on me. That's just, I'm telling Andy that so he knows to just drop me immediately next time if anything ever goes wrong. But of course, nothing was going wrong in this one.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, PPP said no.
This is what I'll say. This is
no.
what I actually don't want to watch any that you've provided, Jesse. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I have
It's
zero
not my-
interest in it.
It's
I
just
have
Nick
zero
Masterson
interest
stuff.
in it.
It's not me. All right, guys. So that is we're gonna end the stream here in just a second. But I just wanted to say we'll be back and we're gonna go here. It's Dick Masterson.
I have zero interest in it. As of right now, like Jesse, I'll be honest, bro. Like I just don't. I
You're
can't even
breaking
believe you
kayfabe.
come on
You're
here to
breaking
be like
kayfabe.
this. Like
You're breaking kayfabe.
well, no,
PPP.
Jesse. I mean, you
don't break
came on
kayfabe.
with the intention of tanking the show.
I did not.
You've done it for long enough.
Andy,
You've
at
done it
least
for
say,
long enough.
I was behind
Jesse,
the scenes
it's all
talking
about
to you
you.
about like
Jesse,
ideas
it's
for
all
the
about
show.
He has the best intentions.
This show is about Jesse.
I literally
That's the thing.
offered to
You
nuke
always
my
wanna
own
make it
channel
about
for
yourself.
tonight.
He did offer his channel for us to stream snipe if we
I wonder
wanted
why
to.
he did that. Because he's desperate for attention.
So
as
you
always.
don't get your shit DMCA'd.
I really don't care, Jesse. You can stream snipe it if you want.
What are your crimes? Do you see what I see? All right. Well, I have express written permission to stream snipe the thing tonight. So if you guys want it, it's there, but you don't have to. I did get in writing that I'm allowed to do it, and I'm willing to go to court and fight over that. That's why I was doing that on Twitter earlier today. The guy who's hosting the actual debate gave me express written permission to do it. I'm allowed to do it. But I'm not going to do it without you guys. I'm not trying to take away your shine or anything. I don't give a shit about the Metokur. I don't give a fuck about anything Mr. Metokur related or anything. I was doing it for you guys, but PPP, I'm sorry I upset you. I really did not mean to. I was coming in hot. I was sitting through those donos going like, oh boy, I want to make some jokes. I want to make this fun. I'm sorry. I thought we were in the safe, fun corner. I see we're now in the meltdown corner. I'm sorry to Andy.
Jesse. I mean, Jesse, you came in like a faggot, and you're always been a faggot in my mind.
You got felt in.
And I'll be honest, Andy might love you, but I don't.
What?
I don't. I don't think you're funny.
This is
I just don't think you're
dramatic
funny, bro.
for no
I don't know
reason.
why you're being this dramatic. Internet blood sports is dead.
this whole
Okay,
thing.
the Killstream is dead.
This
It might be
thing is
alive
insane.
now, Jesse. I mean, it might be alive again.
No,
but I just don't know.
No,
I
this is
mean,
gay. This is gay what you're doing.
well, no, Jesse, it's gay what you did. Come
I
on,
didn't
do
do
this
anything.
ironically cringe bit that's fucking
How is
terrible.
this
It's just
ironic?
not funny. It's just not. It's flat out not funny.
I've got my Dick Masterson.
I mean,
clips
Andy
ready
might
to go
pretend
here.
to laugh at it. Maybe
Like-
he does find it funny, but Jesse, I
It
don't
was
find
so
you funny.
silly and innocent.
Like you suck.
It was so silly and innocent. Like, come on, guys, just please.
I mean, come on.
Like, I really like this is so excessive for nothing. We have
This is crazy.
Oh,
We have-
because
we
I've
have-
dealt
we
with
have a
Jesse
bunch-
before,
we
and
have
he
a
loves to
bunch
do
of-
this shit.
You're
No,
dealt
because
with
he'll
me,
go
you
on like a 20-minute tangent later in the show, and it's honestly just a waste of everybody's time having Jesse here.
I don't
It
even
was
know
a
what you're
mistake
talking
from the
about.
about your
beginning.
pig joke. Your pig
was-
joke.
It was a mistake from the beginning
My
to bring
pig
Jesse
joke?
on. I
Fine,
argued against
whatever.
it.
I don't give a fuck.
Andy told
man.
me that he loved you, Jesse. You're so funny. I gave you a chance. You were fucking terrible. You bombed.
But again, I was on the show before.
You blew
You
it.
remember?
He said sorry
No,
like
not
a
the
million times.
And you still couldn't ring the doorbell. Well, he's not.
Sorry.
He did exactly
Yeah, I didn't
what he
go.
intended to do.
I hate to break the kayfabe further. When I went to Ethan's house, Andy and I had already discussed
not
the bit.
staying.
There was no. He
Jesse,
knew
you're
from the
not
beginning.
staying.
I'm not going in the yard. I'm not going to the
Oh,
doorbell.
yes,
It
'cause
was
you're a
you
big
saying
puss.
that.
Just ring
You
the
from
doorbell.
The comfort of
But why
Canada,
didn't you ring
from
the
comfort
doorbell?
of
No,
the
but why
show.
couldn't you just
my
ring the doorbell?
God.
Why couldn't you just ring the doorbell,
I'm gonna grab a
bro?
drink.
Because
I'll be
I
right
wasn't.
It's
Because I don't
sympathetic
have to
shit.
ring the doorbell. I have to do way less work to make Ethan Ralph mad than that. And Andy, somebody rang Andy's doorbell, so now he's getting up. Okay.
All I do is suck your dick and eat your butt.
What?
I don't know,
less. I
man.
literally
Just
went
ring
like
the
this.
doorbell.
So that's the craziest thing is I can ring any doorbell. I can be in two places at once. All right. That's not even me on the Kino Casino. That's Jeff. That was who was wearing the pickle suit that night. I was actually in Canada, and Andy goes to answer his door, and I'm standing there like, Oh my God, I think this is working. I think people are buying it. It's all it took.
Just
This
ring
is
the
all it took.
doorbell. Like, we want
And
to
he
see.
was angry.
If you're gonna go to somebody's house, like, at least have the balls to ring the doorbell.
You don't understand. I did it for my show, not for yours. Not. And by the way, since then, not only have I gone to Ethan's house again, but I did ring the bell. He invited me in. We sat down to dinner. We prayed to Christ. He's the king. We had those giant turkey legs you only get at Epcot Center while walking around. We had he just has those. And also we had that giant slab of Brontosaurus ribs that tips over Fred Flintstone's car. He has those inside his house. We ate those. We had a wonderful meal, and I got a little tipsy while I was there. I actually opened his fridge. I just invited myself into his fridge. I went in, I grabbed a few beers, I opened them, I drank them, and his girlfriend, his fiance, was kind enough to give me a ride home.
Okay, Jesse.
You're confused.
Oh, exactly. It's all on your show. Like, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, Jesse. Your show is just so successful, I'm sure. It's so successful.
In all honesty, though, Ethan actually does not even have a house. When I showed up there for the Kino Casino the first time, it turned out it was just a smoldering crater. It's just a hole in the ground. And that looked bad, so we did do some CGI stuff. I've never been to his house. I've been living off of it for years. You just started
Jesse, you've
grifting.
been living off your trust fund for years.
This is going to last. There it is. There's the trust fund thing. So now this is in people's heads again. Now, PPP, he's excited. He knows what to do. He's going through the motions here. And he knows you're not supposed to say mom's basement, especially not from his position. But he probably shouldn't have said it. That's the worst thing you can say. You kind of look like you lose in that. Our intention here was to look like we were on sort of even ground, and suddenly I'm Obi-Wan. Forever with
Let's
this
get
attitude.
real. You're just like Dick Masterson, living off a trust fund.
With this attitude?
You are living off a trust fund, buddy.
A trust fund?
Your show has no viewers.
What are you
Jesse,
talking about?
Your show has no viewers.
If
you live
I
off
had
a trust fund,
oh
you're
my God,
bum and you're not funny.
A trust fund. That you sound so retarded when you say shit like
Guys,
that.
Why didn't you ring the doorbell?
Oh, who gives a fuck?
Why didn't you ring?
He didn't even have a doorbell. By the way, he didn't install a doorbell until the last time I went with the sticker thing. He installed one of those Ring camera doorbell sorts of things. There was no doorbell before that. Ethan lives in an area where it was like they built the houses before electricity even existed. And I noticed this snaking up into the window where he does the Killstream was actually an extension cord. Like, it was hundreds of feet long, and it was running from his neighbor's house up into his window. That every time because you've got nothing. You're felted.
Jesse, you're
felted on your own show.
You're a faggot and you're not
yourself
All right.
on your own show.
Hey,
I'm
you're just
sorry.
not
I'm
funny,
sorry,
Jack.
Andy.
All right, no, you're good. Okay, maybe we just move the fuck on, Jesse.
Just
It's
move
not gonna
on.
work, obviously, because
Obviously.
yeah.
I wish it could. I don't get it. I have no issue. I literally have zero issue. I could still do it now. I have no issue with PPP whatsoever. I like PPP. I really do. I think
I don't like you.
that's fine. You don't have to like me.
Jesse,
that's fine.
Jesse,
I'm
you
not
need
here to
leave
be
the
liked.
show now. I need you
It's
to
the
hang up the
internet.
call, and I need you to leave the
It's
show.
the internet.
The internet.
Okay.
The internet.
The internet.
You're cringe. You suck.
I'm sorry, you cut out. I couldn't hear you.
You're cringe. You suck, Jeff. You're terrible.
I made you repeat yourself.
Sure did. And it's still as true as the first time.
Okay, all right, Jesse.
Why are you
thank
so upset? It's so
I
sad.
have no idea what's going on.
It's weird.
But we
It's
have to do a
okay.
fucking show,
Now,
and
any
this
of
is
my
great.
people,
You
gotta do it.
Enjoy the
Listen,
attention, Jesse.
any of my people who are watching this live, then they should have heard me say it's weird and immediately known something was up, because something was definitely up here. All right, I don't say it's weird. I make fun of people who say it's weird.
Enjoy it.
I'm
sure
sorry.
you got your
It'll
big
be very
dopamine
difficult
hit
to move
about
on
it.
from this. I understand how uncomfortable this is now. I apologize. I really do. For the rest of the show, I do
Well,
apologize.
no, I
It's
mean,
going
you
to be
do what you do every show, which is tank every appearance you come on.
That's right. Nobody's ever enjoyed me on any show.
No, they
You're
actually haven't. Nobody's
That's why
ever
Andy
even seen
invited
your
me
show.
on.
I mean, Andy's
That's
invited you on because he likes you.
That's right.
I don't know
Yes.
why. I think he's
Yeah, I'm telling
delusional
you
in
why.
that belief. Because I've never
Yes.
seen anything you've done that's funny. I'll be real.
Right. You said the opposite when you picked up that football from me, but that's okay. I don't mind. I'm not here to make
like
friends
Jesse,
with
you
anybody.
fucked the football on the 1 yard line and failed years ago.
Okay. That's awesome. I'm glad that you still think about it. You're like the homecoming
Jesse, you're
king,
the one who
remembering.
brought it up. Like, that's the delusion in your mind.
But you're the one who keeps mentioning it.
Ashton, like,
Right?
you're taking this like way too far, you know, right?
You got.
I don't know why you haven't kicked him
let
from
it
the
go.
show, Andy. I'll be perfectly honest.
Fine, I'll do it. Okay. Peace out, Jesse.
Yeah.
Later.
See ya. And with that, now there's a little bit more, and you might want to see it. You can watch the full, uninterrupted, no pausing clip right here on my channel, awful.2, Pod Awful on YouTube, and check out the rest of that. But I have to say, things took a turn, and some very interesting things fell out from that.
God entered my body like a body my same size. I know all of God's secrets. Would you now like to know what God thinks?
One apple is our God now.
And I do see non-stop visions from God. Do you want to get an answer on what God thinks from somebody that doesn't have God? Or do you want an answer from somebody that does have God? Click on the link.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. Podawful.pizza.
Pizza.
Podawful.pizza.
So that little show right there managed to land me somehow on Ethan Ralph's Killstream, the old Killstream. He even played me on the show, me making fun of Ethan. I bought this pickle suit for Ethan Ralph, and he put it on his own show, and then he put me on the show. Take a look.
Anime dungeon that he's going to hide in forever, and you're cringe for going out in public. Like, how dare you?
That's not true.
Go out in public and talk to other people and organize things. Don't you know going out in public and organizing things is cringe?
Yeah. Well, did you guys see did you see the Kino Casino meltdown?
No, and I was going to ask you about that just now. I didn't see it because it was live on my show, but I saw the chat popping for it, and then Pantsu gave me a little bit of a play-by-play. All I heard, PPP meltdown. Jesse turned on him on air is what I heard.
Dude, it was bad, and it just kept going on and on and on.
What happened?
Somebody send us a clip. We'll pull it up. Give us a clip if it's already been clipped. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know how it started, but PPP was just raging at this guy Jesse for wearing like a pickle costume or something. Like I was in the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A.
Was he
and I pulled up the stream. What?
Was he Christian or something?
No, I don't know. And so Jesse from Pod Awful, I guess, he was wearing this pickle costume, and PPP was like, "You're not cringe. You're not funny. You're fucking cringe. You're derailing my show." And this guy was just like kecking his ass off in a pickle costume, like watching it in the drive-thru, like,
nice.
What? And what's funny about these guys is like, you have one job, okay? I have a job like, I have to organize AFPAC. I have to run this platform. I have to do a show every night. Your one job is to like not get mad on the internet. Like that's the only thing you have to do. It's like hit the go live button and then like be mad at someone else or laugh at someone else who's mad. And it's always funny when Randbot and that other guy, I always forget one of them, Randbot and Dingo came on Politically Provoked, and like they got mad. It's like you have one job. Get on the stream, don't get mad. They get mad. You know, Warski and PPP, they got a gold mine, you know, because they could just make fun of us and everyone that hates us watches it and just rake in the super chats. And like they have one job is to not get felted on their own show. And then I don't know, some guy in a pickle costume goes on. It
sounds surreal.
Hey, PPP, I hate to break it to you, but I'm Pickle Rick. Yeah, eat shit, man. PPP's worst nightmare right here.
All right, I'm trying to find the clip. I might get my fiance to grab it because she already saw it.
Do they keep their videos up afterward?
Well, I think it's on. Like, I mean, I don't know.
If they do report them, if they do report I hope so. They better keep them up. Because the Groypers are on their reporting game.
I'll see if I can.
I love how mad. I love. They're like Nick Fuentes just said, "Hell yeah, I did." I'm like the super villain. I'm like Apocalypse, you know.
Oh, well, I said that.
YouTube Apocalypse.
I said that about, I guess, the Kiwi Farms owner was streaming earlier, and I was like, yeah, go strike it up. And there was like a thread with 500 comments on it. Ralph's declared war. And it's me who's mad, right? Like, it's us who's mad. Like, it just doesn't even make sense.
Well, that's what I love, too. It's like, I'm supposed to be sympathetic for, like, YouTube content. Bitch, I'm on Cozy. Fuck you. And fuck everything on YouTube. I don't give a shit. Nuke it all for all I care. I don't give a fuck. Cozy TV's the fucking future, bitch.
So true. So look at that. Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's see. It's the 101 timestamp. Okay, I'll see if I can get that pulled up here in a second. Baked Alaska is going to be joining us here pretty soon as well. Got some other guests too. I think Aim Alex from the Warski situation, the guy who Warski had pulled out a gun on somebody, was going to have murder somebody there on live air. He was supposed to come on, but I think his computer's fucked up, so we'll see if we're able to get him on or not, and I'll try to pull up that clip. Now, any questions for Nick? Any other questions to make my job easier while I look for this timestamp as he heads into the debate tonight, and we are 35 minutes away from the big showdown, Medicare. Nick versus Sick, as I put it on Twitter.
Nick versus Sick. That's good. I like that one. That's good.
I gotta say, I need to see the chat stopping their simping for Stardust. First off, it's disgusting.
So there you go. So I didn't even talk about this at the beginning of all this because of how little it even ended up mattering. But the entire point of the night, the whole reason Kino Casino was even doing anything was because the big debate, the talk of the internet, was Nick Fuentes versus Mr. Metokur. And I'm about to be on stream with Nick Fuentes. I don't know this guy. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about America First. All I know is Ethan Ralph. All I know is people don't like these guys. They're against it. And somehow I'm about to land myself a spot on this show. How do I do it? Through my friend Baked Alaska. Now, I know people out there, they don't like Baked Alaska, whatever. People out there don't like Andy Warski, and he's my friend too, and they don't like each other. But I'm still friends with them both, and I have my reasons to be friends with them both. I think they're both actually good guys, and unfortunately, much like Fuentes and Metokur, they come to a head against this one issue, this DMCAing thing. You'll hear my opinions on this in a second, because I'm going to address that to these guys. I'm the only person. I'm the only person who is on no side and who went directly to their faces, other than Mr. Metokur in this debate that was set up and was never going to go anywhere, and it was always going to be boring. There's no real topic for this debate. Like, that's a 3-sentence debate. What do you think about DMCAing? I am against it. I am for it. I am against it because it is gay. I am for it because I don't care. You're cringe and old. You're gay and young. Who cares? It's over. It's over at that point. Now you're going to go into circles. I went in there and I said, hey, maybe if you're trying to do the lol cow uprising thing, you shouldn't be acting like lol cows. I don't know, just a thought. It might have a difference on your outlook. It might just change the way things work for you. Now, I didn't get through to everybody, but I did get through to one person. And I'll tell you about that in just a minute. But by the way, I just want to mention this. We do have a pod after show tonight. So everybody make sure you tune in to the pod after show. Immediately following this stream, we'll do the whole reveal. I'm going to show you everything. I'm not going to just paywall any of the good stuff. Don't worry about that. We're just going to do a follow-up after show thing immediately following this. Again, I was banned on YouTube. I was banned on Patreon. All of my old episodes, I'm not allowed to upload those again. I just can't. So if I upload any of my old stuff, YouTube will terminate me immediately. So instead, we put it in the Pizza Fund. You've got archives. You've got premium episodes, bonus episodes, after shows, hangout shows, and more, all in the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. Our after shows are in the $6 level. You can get the archives for as little as $1. Every all the old stuff that was from the past 12 years, all the things I even put out right now, they all go up in the $1 section. So if any of that stuff ever gets taken down from YouTube again, it's right there for you. We're slowly uploading that over time. It works exactly like Patreon. It's the same thing, different levels to choose from. $1 for like a huge archive of content. It's really unfair, and one day I'll probably change it. So get your premium content delivered, podawful.pizza. Let's get back to it. So don't waste your time with super chats. That was quick. We're done. Back to the content.
Some goddamn self-respect, okay? Stop with the simping for Stardust.
Yeah, seriously, stop it, chat. Disgusting.
Yeah, stop it. She's brown and hairy and smelly. Nobody wants to know why.
So this Stardust,
Even
by the
ironically,
way, she's the one we saw Stardust covering this Killstream thing, and I'm in my Discord, and I might be chatting to some people behind the scenes. Certain people who are doing the show, I might be chatting with them, trying to figure some things out, some plans out. We see her covering this. She's allowed on there, and all of a sudden, somebody appears.
Richard Spencer to me.
No, this is their stream. Let's see. I think they said 101 back.
Never.
Okay. Oh my God. This is okay. Let's see. That's a little bit further. Is that baked?
Super chats are annoying, always have been. I hate them. Listen, if you got to make your money that way, you got to make your money that way. No hate to PPP and to Andy on that. I just put them at the end or something, or like have 2 designated spots for them, get them done. You got so many of them. I don't know, man. Do they all have to be read? Maybe up the amount of what gets read and what doesn't. I don't know, but you want those super chats. I get it. I can't do it. Personally, I'm not for it. And I don't do advertising. I don't have sponsors, and I don't run ads on this channel. I'm fully able to monetize this channel, and I choose not to. If you ever see an ad on this channel, it's because I used somebody's copyrighted music and they just placed ads on it or something. That's the only reason you'll ever see ads on this channel. And that's the other thing about the Pizza Fund. It's completely ad free.
Okay, hold on.
Looks like it.
Okay.
Yoba.
Ladies and gentlemen, my best friend Baked Alaska joins, and now I'm in.
Yoba up in this bitch. Okay, now let me...
And it couldn't be better timing. They're about to cover me on the Kino Casino. My boy Yoba joins in. Double agent? I don't know. And then this happened.
Switch screens. What's up, Yoba? All right.
You're muted.
Yeah, you're muted. He'll get it.
You're muted.
It's muted in the Hangouts. It's the Hangouts. Click
in the Hangouts.
Yeah. There
Let's
you go.
go.
There we go.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Yoba.
It's going good, man.
Yoba, what's up, guys?
Not shit. About to play that Fat Dyke PPP getting triggered here on the Kino Casino, as I've started to call. I just think that feels right. You know what I mean?
Kino Casino is pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
And by the way, here Yoba means year of bullying adults.
I think that has a ring to it. All right, now let's see here.
Okay, so this is crazy. I can't look back at any of this stuff without immediately laughing my ass off. Seeing myself in a pickle suit on Ethan's stream is so surreal. But then what he allows to be played on his show, after all the things that have happened, after all the things I've done and all the whining he's done about it, it is so crazy that he would do this sight unseen. As a matter of fact, it's not even sight unseen. May watched this and told him to play it. So Triple A, I don't know. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Here. And we're just about to pass.
It is the dimensional merge. That's right. Thank you. The Mother, the Daughter, and the Holy Sonichu. Thank you, dear God, for these blessed events.
Cinnamon viewers, I think we just did.
And let's get an A log in the chat, people.
Here on an alternate platform.
I'm like 90% sure also that PPP and his little crew are the ones that originally struck my my YouTube channel, because that's why I stopped streaming.
And there's no way that's the case. This is something I was never able to get out to them, but I was trying to tell them, you do realize you have no clue who's striking your stuff or any of that, right? You don't know who's swatting you. My guess is it's not PPP swatting you. It's not PPP who's reporting your shit. PPP needs your shit to run the Kino Casino. It makes no sense. If you are in jail, if you are dead, or if your content no longer exists, there is no Kino Casino. Now, I never managed to get that out because this Beardson guy, well, Jesus Christ, you'll see.
On YouTube for the longest because it was struck, and I couldn't, they kept doing it over and over again, and then PPP went on his stream and pretended like
Baked is not a fan. I just got to get this out there one more time because we got a lot of new Spurgs in the chat. There's a lot of the
I got excited.
People getting excited.
Very excited to see all of this.
A lot of people taking the poll. A lot of people with the AUGold out there. I have been investigated by the Secret Service. I have been arrested multiple times as the result of this show. I am no fan of federal law enforcement, and I have personally spoken to Baked Alaska many, many times. If this guy were even if he were a Fed informant, that would be the greatest thing that could ever happen for us. All right? Him being the one narking to the feds would be so, they would be bumbling, going on wild goose chases. It would be the most ridiculous thing of all time. He certainly is not a Fed himself. Even if he's narking on people, it could only lead to spectacular results. I promise you. Okay? I promise you. I have no desire to help the Secret Service watch this show harder. They do. I already know they do. I would not contact Baked Alaska if I had anything to actually fear. Baked Alaska sometimes sends me ideas about how to mess with people, and I know what you're going to think is like, well, see, that's gay ops. No. I'm talking about writing rap songs about Mersh. Okay, if that's a gay op, then sign me up for Club Pulse.
I stopped streaming because he was streaming at the same time slot, when he knows for a fact it was because he had he had directed all his little followers to
He's clearly a Fed, Jesse. I don't understand this gigacope. Yeah, man, I know you don't understand it. I can really tell when someone doesn't understand it.
Like me.
So
that's why I don't like that motherfucker.
I don't doubt that at all. By the way, they have 28. We have 2,700 here just on Cozy. You add in about 500 over on Odyssey. That's 3,200 watching live. Felting the Kino Casino.
So let's just point out, I was on the Kino Casino. They get up to 3,000 viewers, over 3,000 viewers. Then Ralph starts playing me on his show. Then they get over 3,000 viewers. It's the Pickle push, ladies and gentlemen. The Pickle bump. This Pickle's got bumps. I regret doing that. I immediately want to get away. In fact, I'm hiding now. Goodbye. I hope I can figure out how to play this. Listen, there we go.
Let me say it like this. Here's the thing. I don't know if you've heard about the lol cow uprising, but I'm a big fan of the lol cow uprising.
We have that.
Hell yeah.
We can hit the
Look at
Okay, so Baked and Nick Fuentes are like, yes, he's in on the lol cow uprising. Now, I don't think they fully understand what I mean by that. I like it because it means something interesting and funny is going to happen on the internet. Doesn't mean I'm on the side of the uprising. Obviously, I'm not. milk.
Warski, dude.
because
Look at Warski in his fucking parents' house. Look at his background, dude. This is pathetic.
Parents' house.
Well, no, well, okay, all right, yeah, okay, but you got a nice spread, right? I'm sure it's like it looks pathetic. Like his bed's unmade. Like what the?
So Ethan accidentally makes fun of a guy for living with his parents to his leader Nick Fuentes, who lives with his parents. And again, I have no issue with. I don't care. I don't give a shit if you live with your parents. Have you seen the world? It's collapsing. Your money is worth nothing. You should probably just go ahead and willfully go move in with your parents. I wish I had the option. That would be so nice. If you are single, if you're not married, if you don't have children, if you're lucky in the way that you have no attachments to anything, go move in with your parents. You're probably going to die. What do you do for work right now? I want you to really think about it. Is it retarded? I'm saying this as a guy who's making money as a pickle right now. I want you to really think about what it is you do. Who do you work for? Will that exist in a couple of years? Will it? Will the windows be smashed in on your business? Maybe go move in with mom and dad.
What the fuck? Why are you? Could you not put the green screen up? He's making it.
Actually, you know what? Living with your mom and dad is based. It's cool. And having a trust fund is cool.
Enough money, isn't he? Like, I don't understand.
Well, he's got like 10 years on Nick. You know, Nick's got an excuse.
Well, yeah, that too. But I'm just saying, like,
No, disagree wholeheartedly. In fact, I take back everything I just said.
Like, it just looks sloppy. Like, you're making enough money for it to look a little bit better than that. Like, have a little pride in your work.
Ralph, hold up. You realize, first of all, he gets taxed by Google.
That's true.
And then,
I've talked about
he's
this.
got to split donos with his boyfriend. So,
Yeah.
you know, he's actually not making
Well,
a
Google's
lot. Like,
taking about 40 and
Based and mom pilled.
in the Canadian.
Don't leave dad out. Everybody leaves dad out of it. Come on, dad's the one making the money for mom, probably.
Government has a huge tax rate.
Oh, wait, a lot of you are the children of divorce. I forget. You know what? I really need to start taking that into account when I see some of these retarded messages and some of the autism that goes on. A lot of you grew up with divorced parents who didn't love you. That's crazy. I'm sorry, dude. I'm honestly, to everybody who is the product of divorce in the chat room, I really do want to apologize. That's awful.
But awful makes me do that.
That probably made you like basically a sickly retard. And you probably have no idea how to interact with life or laugh at anything. God damn, no wonder you're looking for internet daddies. You don't have one. Okay, I'm sorry. I have a dad. So I don't know how that shit works. I really apologize to you guys. But anyway.
I'm Tom Gully, and you're watching Is This Live, the show on the Pod Awful TV network, podawful.pizza.
Right. Anyway.
Is the locale uprising?
I have to just
Canadians suck.
on blast in front of you, Jesse, for 1 sec.
Okay.
So
He's got to put PPP on blast. Oh man, yeah.
Literal.
Okay, so this is going to get a little recursive. Obviously, I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit here.
Listen, here's what I was going to say.
Look at Warski. He's so
the lolcow uprising. These
he's
guys.
so retarded. He can't tell how pissed his co-host is right now. He's raging. By the way,
I don't even like. I
This is
kind
so
of get
good.
it. Having been completely kicked off of YouTube myself, when they're like, "Fuck it, fuck everybody. Let's just burn it all down." I kind of get that, but I can't be on their side because when you look over, like, look at this side of the internet. We got a retarded guy, a fat lesbian, a pickle. We're just laughing. We're having fun. This is goofy for us. I'm sending a man stickers. Like, this is silly, right? We all think this is dumb and silly.
It's fun.
And you look over there, and they're in full-on meltdown mode. They're just like, they're pressing.
So now they're hearing me say they're in meltdown mode. Everything's terrible for them. That's got to be uncomfortable, especially when I do end up showing up on the stream.
Pressing buttons, hoping something happens. Please stop making fun of me, please. So I just want to say, I think America first. It's like it's in the toilet. The Canadians are winning. You guys should start Canada first.
There already is a Canada first. It's
See, I didn't know there was a Canada. I didn't know that it already exists. I guess I should have guessed that. I was trying to make a joke, and then PPP's like, there is a Canada. Just go with it, please.
Oh, damn it.
It's this red-haired Nick Fuentes clone called Tyler Russell.
But then it ends up being a nice thing that he said that, because now he's saying that directly to Nick Fuentes on this stream. So that's kind of cool.
Well, shout out Tyler Russell.
By the way, we are running a poll right now in the chat. Are you the damaged product of divorce? 26% say yes, E-Daddy. 74% says no, I'm normal. All right. It's very nice hearing that, actually. You guys are winning. The Canadians are winning. This is the goofy side of the internet. This is where everybody's having fun. When people are saying Kino, they're having over there. So, I don't know if you heard that. After every, how long have they been playing it? How long were they talking about all of this stuff? One of the women, which in any movement, which I hate these movements, and anything like this, when there's a woman involved, why are you there? You're there because you have breasts. Don't even turn on their microphones. Just mute them the whole time. They're there for some poor product of divorce to sit there and look at and go like, oh, maybe she would be with me. Maybe unlike my father, I could stay with a woman. And this dumb bitch, I don't know which one of them said it, but whichever one of these fucking dumb bitches, she just goes, after all this time, she goes, is that guy a pickle? Guys are winning. The Canadians are winning. This is the goofy side of the internet. This is where everybody's having fun. When people are saying Kino, is that guy a pickle? I wish I had that clean. If we had clean audio of that, I'd be playing it every episode.
Pickle man tricked me again.
Rest in peace, Jeff.
Thank you, Mr. Metokur.
Yeah.
This is what they're talking about. You go over there, and it's a horror show. It looks like everybody needs to take a rape shower. Speaking of rape, by the way, it was Stardust. They're saying in the chat it was the Stardust girl. That makes sense. She looked like she was checked out. She looked like a permanent product of divorce, if you catch my drift. We're talking about Mr. Metokur fucking his lady on stream earlier. I'm not saying that's rape. I was thinking of this. I was like imagining, what would it be like if Ethan Ralph was having sex with Alice on stream? Okay. If that accidentally got recorded. I'd like to do a quick. This is insane. Why would he play this? Everything I've done, all of the making fun and all that kind of stuff. How do I dismiss this thing? Close poll. There we go. All of the shit I've done. And he's going to play me talking about his rape incident. Now, did he rape the girl? Did he not? I'll tell you right now. I don't know, and I don't care. I hope he did. I hope she was raped into oblivion. I hope she exploded into a pile of chocolate dust. And then somebody came up, PPP came along and put it in his milk, stirred it up, and turned it into Nesquik. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I hope he rapes again. I hope he's out there raping and pillaging. Ethan Ralph should be feared by every man. Except me, because I've got finger guns. But I don't know. I don't care. The point was just to make the joke, and Ethan Ralph allows it. And I got to say, you might not like Ethan. Maybe it's just him being stupid. I don't know. But he was brave enough to let it go. He was brave enough to let it keep playing. Maybe it's stupidity. Maybe I'm being naive. Quick little impression of that, if you don't mind.
Right? Let's give Jesse his chance here. Here's your demo tape, Jesse.
Okay, here we go.
Jesse's getting the full floor.
Having sex with Alice on stream. Okay.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah, okay, it took me a second. Okay.
Or something.
Now, I gotta say, if you didn't rape her, what you shouldn't say is, "Oh, I get it." What you should say is, huh? What? No, what does that mean? Honk shoe, guac, guac, guac? I don't even, what is a gag reflex? I've never heard of such a thing. I don't know.
Here, is that what we're watching? It's like,
I don't know. I just want to see PPP spurg out.
Macaroni and cheese, bro.
I just want to see PPP spurg out.
Like, wow.
See, he's laughing, though. He's laughing. He keeps it moving. I mean, it doesn't seem like a guy who would DMCA something over, a joke to me. Maybe we're heading in the right direction with these people. That's all I'm saying. Maybe if you just reach out, maybe if you just go, guys, maybe we've taken it too far. Listen, we're not into swatting. We're against the SWAT. Let's all find out the swatters together and then SWAT them. Let's get rid of them. I don't know. I'm not saying you got to team up. I'm just saying if you reach out, you talk to people, sometimes you can help people see the light.
What I remember happening was
Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Okay. Wow. So
Or maybe he just like being reminded of one of his most sexual encounters. Guac, 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 guac.
all right, I had to sit through that. Yeah, it does suck.
God, imagine being Alice, that gunt. You're dead as. How do you even sleep through the bifurcation line of the gunt just passing over your nose?
Real quick,
like one of those oddly satisfying 3D videos. Her nose just sliding between the crease.
I like what I like. I know you don't really like Jesse. I like Jesse.
Thank you, my friend Baked Alaska.
And look,
hero of Jan 6.
He's a Baked Alaska respecter. Me and him go way back. I was on a show with Brittany Venti in studio back in New York during He Will Not Divide Us. So
Actually, it was the blonde who asked, "Is that guy a pickle?" Okay, you know what? That even makes more sense. As checked out as Stardust was, that girl, I'm not sure she knows who any of these people even are. I think that she might have been captured. She kind of looks like when ISIS has got you and you have to tell everybody, like, actually, I'm okay, but please follow their demands. They're actually being nice to me right now.
Hey, we may or may not have a deep state Yoba plant.
Wow. They never expected.
They didn't see it coming.
They never expected the double agent did the Jesse deep in their own nest.
He's my boy, dude.
Well, I don't know if you saw this, but he was sending me super chats the other day. I told him not to do that on air.
Okay, now keep that in mind. That's true. I really did send him super chats the other day. You need to keep that in mind because that sets up all of this. It all goes back to those super chats.
And but you know, he kind of got a little excited. He sent me a couple of super chats. I didn't want him to kind of blow the cover, but here goes PPP finally.
He dropped the football on the 1 yard line and fucked it, Jesse.
I dropped the football.
And then I carried your ass through the arc, Jesse.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, yeah, no, Jesse, you were the one behind it all, Jesse.
Jesse was right.
Jesse, you never did shit.
And by the way, I want that Jesse was right in the chat right now, actually. I was right. I was right then, and I'm right now. I think we need a lot more Jesse was right on the internet. Jesse was right about Dick Masterson. Jesse was right about Ethan Ralph. And Ethan's like, well, I don't know. All right, well, Jesse, I guess he was right about me. I mean, was he right about me?
It's not true.
But it's kind of true, Ethan.
That's not true.
Nah, it's kind of true. I mean, the stuff you did was
sad. Pathetic!
Okay.
You're right about those people, but even a fucking blonde.
And Jesse's going to be right about Mr. Metokur. And I was. I am. I'm right about Mr. Metokur. Everybody needs to start paying attention to the fact that I'm right about Mr. Metokur. If you're not paying attention to the fact that I'm right about Mr. Metokur, then you're really not paying attention. You might as well be saying, is that guy a pickle? That debate was so fucking boring.
Blind man would be right about that.
We got a lot of Jesse was rights in the chat, and it's about goddamn time. Pickles up.
Jesse,
here's what I love that you think you picked up the football and got it over.
All right, so let's skip this part and let's get to the part that you really want to see, which is, of course, me live on the old Killstream. The host of the new Killstream invited on to the dead old Killstream.
The internet. What do you think these niggas do?
There's this really good part.
About
There's like this good part though at the end when Andy is like, I'm sorry for bringing him on, and like honestly, it's kind of funny because Andy's kind of like a dick for doing that. Like he's just laughing at PPP, who's clearly pissed off.
Yeah.
And so at the end, Andy's like, okay, I'll kick him off the show. Fine. Are you happy? And he's trying to be sort of like congenial. He's trying to bring it back together, and he goes, "Come on, we're good, right?" And Ashton goes, "Are we?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Well, by the way,
a little bit of a rift
Nick,
there.
Nick, there's no mistaking. This is on.
All right, do you see that Yoba, our friend Yoba, and I want you to be friends with Yoba. All right, even if you think he's a Fed, even if you think he's against you, even if you're still picking sides, still pickling sides after all of this, don't pickle sides. I want you to just pretend, just in your head, you can think whatever you want. In your heart, I want you to be friends with Baked Alaska, okay? Because right now, while Nick is talking about my whole event here, Baked is on Instagram messages talking to me, and we're setting something up.
on Ashton's channel this whole show, and this was set up this way on purpose because he doesn't trust Andy Warski to pay him, and I wouldn't either because he's never paid anybody and he's cheated people out of a lot of money. And so this is something that I've been thinking about. There's a reason it's on his channel.
And the people saying no to being friends with Baked Alaska, shun the non-believer. Shun, 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 shun.
And technically he has control, and you saw that week that Warski was gone. Didn't hurt numbers at all. Matter of fact, numbers were up all week. And so I don't like the fat dyke, as I've said many times, but he doesn't even really need Warski. And so, Andy, I got a little free advice for you, buddy. You might want to watch your neck because it's coming, buddy. The guillotine is coming, and it's going to be rough when it comes.
I'm telling you, Baked is a troll. Baked is, he knows like things will happen. He understands when something's funny, and there might be a bit of a Baked redemption arc here coming up. Just a little bit, maybe not an entire one. All right. Just a little bit of a glimmer of hope at the very least.
Down on you, and you can't handle it because you're weak in mind and
Well, and he's
spirit.
dysfunctional. He's dysfunctional. He has trouble with substance, drugs, alcohol. And, we saw what happened with him and JF. I mean, everybody thought 4 years ago that Warski Live, remember that? That was the biggest thing in the dissident right. And that was a cash cow. Thousands of viewers every night. And it didn't last a year.
So yeah, I love this comment. Jay Bet in the chat room says, wow, Rage Pig is so devastatingly sold on this. I love it. So the trick has worked. It's all been set up. The pieces, they're all in place. And all that has to happen is Baked Alaska has to pull the trigger.
Not the friendship, not the show, not the money.
Well, remember his bit with Ian Miles Chong too. I mean, remember his bit with Kyler. Remember that's this Warski's MO, right? It's like,
who is Ian Miles Chong? Is that Ching Chang Chong?
It's like Richard Spencer. He's been kicked out of 109 friendships at this point, man.
It's actually the real name of Tails from Sonic. I don't know if you know that. Tails' full name is Ian Miles Chong per hour.
He used to be friends with all of us at one point, right?
His bit with me. He comes to stay with me in LA and like literally.
Yeah, people are. Nasty Fripples in the chat says, I was going to say about Baked Alaska that he was macing hobos, but Jesse will probably love that. I mean, yeah, it's funny. Who cares? He probably should. All right, listen, Baked should cut down on the macings. He should probably cut down on the macings.
Don't want to.
Oh, but if you're going to mace a guy, pick a hobo. Who's he going to tell?
Gossip here, but like, look, literally right off the plane, he's like asking me where to find coke. I'm like, bro, chill the fuck out. Like, he's like a fiend, bro. Like, he was like, bro.
All right, in fairness to my friend Andy, he's over that now.
Sure. I don't know if you're down for this, but Jesse just hit me up and he's wondering if he could come on.
Okay, so there it is. What's the answer? Now, obviously, Ethan should be sitting there. You should be seeing math problems flying around his head, a hypotenuse, a hippopotamus probably flying around his head right now. He's got to be calculating. He's got to be sweating. He's got to be looking back and forth underneath those sunglasses going, all right, hang on a second. If I invite him on, does that mean he's outside my house right now? That can't be good. Do finger guns work through the internet? I know I shouldn't. I literally tried to get a restraining order against the man, but against all hope. And as Jay Bet said, he's bought and sold hook, line, and sinker on this. To quote somebody I know, he wants me on because he wants a win. He wants a win against the Kino Casino. But the problem is with the Kino Casino, the house always wins.
Yeah, go ahead.
He said he would be cool with you. He said he would be cool with you.
Go ahead.
Wearing the suit?
Go ahead, send him the link. I can take him off. He's not.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, is it the same link you sent me?
Yeah.
There we go.
Right,
I'm in. I'm in. Here we go. And everybody's just quiet. Look at them. They're all going, wait, the pickle's coming? Is that a pickle? The ladies have no clue. They're sitting there thinking about like, what will I masturbate to later for my OnlyFans? but the fellas are sitting there in fear. They know to fear the pickle.
A little crossover. He's like, nobody's gonna get the Rick Rude reference except those real wrestling fans there.
Oh god, yeah, wrestling kayfabe. I love these terms. They're great.
When he was on Nitro and Raw the same night.
I get it.
Yeah. By the way, we're outpacing them by a good bit at this point. 32.
This was so crazy watching live. Think of how crazy this was for me in the moment. I don't know what to do, by the way. I'm flying by the seat of my pants at all times. It's always just me going, let's see what could happen. I don't know. I have zero plans. I'm in a pickle suit. Let's see.
200 live just on Cozy alone. 500 again still on Odyssey. 3,700 watching the Killstream as we approach the mega main event. Mr. Metokur versus the young legend Nick Fuentes. 9 p.m. Eastern. 20 minutes away. Very close, ladies and gentlemen. We're very close to that bewitching hour. And, you know, my prediction, of course, you know, Nick's here, but I think most likely going to be fireworks right off top. We'll see how that goes. That's just my prediction. I don't see a lot of laying back in this one, but I could be wrong. We'll see. But, yeah, send him the link. We'll see. Tell him to get in here quick if he wants the spotlight.
Yeah, no, I just sent it to him. I was copying the link. But, hey, I also wanted to point out, like, the whole topic of their show tonight is, like, Nick and Jaden break up. Oh my gosh, like they're not as good friends again. And then like they spend 30 minutes like arguing with each other.
Then start fighting with each other. Yeah.
And like you can literally see it in their eyes. They start to get paranoid. They're like, wait, is Andy gonna screw me over? Is people like and you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Like we all knew they're gonna implode at some point. I didn't think they were gonna implode this quickly, so it's pretty funny.
I predicted August, and then their show kind of caught on. I was like, maybe December.
You should never predict August. Just ask Mersh.
But now I might change it back to August. All right, here we go.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The second you see me appear on screen, I want some likes on this video. I want some pickles in chat because this is a moment. This is an internet changing moment. There's a pre-pickle internet and a post-pickle internet, and you are living in the PP. Well, I guess they're both PP. Anyway, welcome to the year of our Lord Christ is King, 2022 PP. And play.
I'd be lucky to make it next week, man. What do you mean?
Uh-oh, there he is. You want to talk about the young legend? How about Mr. Vlasic himself? It is the Pickle Man on stream.
Oh, he's wearing the suit.
What's up, Jesse?
Oh, he's wearing the suit. Now the ladies are excited about the Pickle suit. That is insane. Ladies love a nice pickle suit. Listen, they can't help themselves.
Nice.
Hello, Jesse. How's it going?
You gotta unmute yourself, big.
Oh yeah, unmute. Click the unmute button.
Does it do that to everybody? I think it does. Hello.
Oh, we got the pickle guy.
And once again, the blonde lady completely behind on everything. Oh, we've got the pickle guy. She says 5 seconds later.
Does it do that to everybody? I think it does. Hello.
Oh, we got the pickle guy.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Ready to party.
I'm now an AF guy.
Let's go.
I believe PPP just booted me from the fun zone.
Wow.
I didn't see this. The Beardson guy up in the corner is showing his own Pickle Rick statuette. Okay, well, I've left the fun corner of the internet. Now I'm in the Twilight Zone.
Pickle
Pickles in the
Wow.
suit. Guys are having fun, so I'm over here in the pickle suit. Ethan, let me just
What's
start
up?
this off.
Wait. Can we admit now that we were working an angle this whole time, or is that
Let's go.
is that too much? Is that too much to ask? Did they really think I was going to call the police? Are you putting a sticker on my truck?
This whole thing about like, oh, he sent me to jail and all this shit. It's insane. So, by the way, Kiwi Farm. Okay, so this is where things got crazier for me. A couple days before this, I just happened to have sent Ethan some super chats, just thinking, I know a big event's coming up here. Who knows what might happen? I'm going on Kino Casino. Let's just see what happens. I sent him some super chats while he was live, and I was in his chat room, and I just said, hey, Ethan, and I sort of played this thing like we're actually friends and we're in on this together just to see what his response would be. And his reaction was to say to his audience, now this is what's crazy. Imagine being this giant, fat lol cow, this thin-skinned lol cow who cannot get through, like, the ego on this guy. He's got, I mean, he went from people watching him to nobody watching him. It could all go away in an instant. This big fatso. And imagine him saying, the cope of him saying to his audience, actually, Jesse and I are in on it together. We're making a joke. And it's everybody else. This is exactly like, speaking of Chris Chan, this is exactly like when Chris Chan put on the fake tattoos and he shaved his beard into a little goatee and he was like, actually, I haven't had autism the whole time. The joke is on you. Actually, I'm a normal guy. Ha 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 ha.
You goddamn womanizing, raping, trolling, stupid, pickle-suited nigger.
No! Wait, hang on a second. So I cannot imagine what it takes for a gun to this massive and for such a baby person who has exploded over such little tiny jokes that just are nothing and has acted like I'm trying to ruin his whole stream and his whole life over these little tiny jokes that mean nothing. Imagine what it takes for a guy like that to have to basically deign to prostrate himself in front of me and go, no, we're actually friends and we are trolling everyone else together. That's amazing. And all it took was a simple super chat. And then I go to say something about Ethan. And you're going to notice this every time I start to poke Ethan a little bit. He interrupts me and makes it about something else. And I kind of let him do it. I shouldn't have let him do it. In my head, I'm going, and normally I would not. In my head, I'm going, okay, he's trying to deflect. He's trying to change topic, but I don't want to be kicked off the stream because I've got bigger plans for this stream. And by the way, if anything I was just saying a second ago is making any sort of goon alarm set off in your head, that's on you, man. That's entirely on you. So Ethan, he is sitting there. He's so afraid of what I'm going to say. I don't even get the chance to say anything. He just immediately goes to, yes, we were working together the whole time. Jesse and Ethan, best friends forever. Jesse and Andy and PPP, friendship over. Sad, pathetic.
Sad! Pathetic!
Arms fucking felted. PPP felt down. Let's go. Ethan and I are best buddies. I'm actually going over to his place tonight for dinner.
We're gonna smoke a couple blunts later on. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You know.
I do apologize. Listen, anything bad I ever said about Ethan, I've said it a million times. I think Ethan is funny, and it's all the internet. It's all a show to me.
Now that is true.
I actually said this on Twitter just yesterday, and people were mad about this. But I was like, I kind of get why Nick is like, fuck everything. He's been banned from light. Like, who gives?
So again, Chris Chan, he sacrificed himself to the police. Ethan Ralph became the new Chris Chan, who then became the new Ethan Ralph.
This is shit. So I had my YouTube channel taken down. That's all it took for me to go, yeah, fuck everybody else. Imagine if you weren't allowed on an airplane. That's crazy.
Right.
So I kind of get that. By the way, I kind of look like Nick's background right now.
A little bit.
Could somebody green screen me into Nick's background? And I'll be like,
okay, so nobody noticed this, but I am doing cat ears. So if you do green screen me in behind Nick there, it's me doing cat ears behind his head. I'm messing around though. Nick's probably a great guy. This whole thing about him being gay, I don't know if it's true or not, and I don't care. Honestly, if you care that he's having sex with a little guy or a little girl or a cat or whatever, you're fantasizing at that point. That's strange. Until you've got, listen, if there were pictures, would I want to see them? Yes. If there was absolute proof of it, would I want to look at it, take a look, laugh? 100%. But right now, this is a fantasy some people are having in their heads, and that's strange to me. I don't know. You might as well be putting it in your diary. Dear diary, today I was thinking about whether or not one of my internet men has sex with cat boys. I'm normal though, and and by the way, Mom and Dad, why aren't you together anymore?
I know.
Did we just get the fucking biggest swerve since goddamn Hulk Hogan joining the NW? Is that
I mean, yes, we're all on the same side.
happened here?
You know,
brony marks without a life that don't know how to work when you work and work yourself into a shoot mark.
There's a lot of things they
So yeah, you couldn't hear me there, but I go, yes, wrestling stuff. You got to ingratiate yourself. Ah, yes. Being wrestled. I'm right there with you.
didn't see coming in the last week.
Match right here. This is a summer match. You think Hulk Hogan's coming out? He drops the fucking leg drop, you know?
Now, you guys, some people in the chat are saying, yes, Nick Fuentes is gay. I don't care. I've been invited to be on Cozy now, so to me, he's the straightest guy I know.
I gotta be honest though, I am finger gunning my way toward a spot on Cozy TV, and
ladies and gentlemen, Nick Fuentes just did finger guns in front of Ethan Ralph.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
It happened. It's real. There it is. I wasn't even attempting to make that happen. So give the man a break just for a minute. Just for a minute, give him a break when it comes to the cat boy stuff, okay? He's talking about bringing me on Cozy. In fact, you know what? I will pause this part of the show to just skip ahead to this thing. Here is Nick on his own stream on Cozy, okay? And let's take a look at what he said. This is after the Metokur debate.
That's not really my thing. I don't really do those things. But that's what it was. I mean, you had Ashton, the fat kid, freaking out before the debate at the Pickle guy, we may get the Pickle guy on Cozy. I don't really know who that guy is. But, you know, if he has, you guys got to let me know. If he makes good content, then yeah, I think he could come on.
So he was impressed. He thought the Pickle guy was funny. Let's get the Pickle guy on Cozy, okay? Even if you don't like Cozy, trust me on this. Follow my lead. I promise you, I'm going to take you to new heights. I don't know how to contact Nick, by the way. He doesn't have like a Twitter, obviously. He's banned from the internet. I don't know how you get in touch with a guy like that. I 100% accept that offer. Apparently, his chat was telling him afterwards, like, no, this guy, boo. Tell him yes, cheers, not jeers, okay? We want this to happen because I've got the perfect show for Cozy.tv.
Yeah.
I can see, let's go. See that working.
There are reasons why you should hold your horses when it comes to your little opinions about your internet guys. Maybe just before you're in my chat room going, Nick Fuentes is a gay lord. He's sucking every cat dick he can find. Maybe before you say something like that, instead you should go, let me see where this is going.
Yeah. I did get banned off of Patreon and YouTube, so it's been pretty tough. But Baked Alaska, yeah, like he said, he came to my studio. He was on actually in person, and I've been friends with him ever since. And I've always liked.
Okay, so I'm going to explain that to him. I just realized though another thing I need to show you that I forgot to show you is my apology. Of course, during the middle of all of this, before I even got on to the Killstream, I was on Jesus Christ. I was on Twitter and I made an apology to PPP, to keep the whole thing going. I said my sincerest apologies to PPP and Andy. I really did not mean to derail things. Again, I'm sorry. Hashtag People's Pickle Pressed. And here's the video where mysteriously I'm now wearing the pickle suit again. Hey, I just wanted to say my sincerest, and I really do mean this, heartfelt, deep apologies to PPP especially, but also my friend Andy Warski. I have way more respect for the Kino Casino than what that seemed like. By the way, I have nothing to do with those pickle emojis in chat. So I do, again, I did not intend for that to happen. And I actually am a fan of you, PPP. And I don't care if you're not a fan of me. It doesn't have to go both ways. My apologies. I'm so sorry about the felt down. Okay, so an incredibly sincere apology. And yes, they were getting a lot of pickles in chat after I left, which I think I'll talk about on here. I'm this weird guy where like I've got to kind of fence sit because I'm, I like some people from over here and I like some people from over there. And then a lot of you guys don't even know who you are. Like, there's a guy in here called Galaxy Jesus. That's blowing my mind. So I don't know what that is. And then I saw the Stardust lady covering the Killstream on her own. It was like Inception, where I'm a pickle suit man in the Killstream in her stream, but she's also in the stream. That was bizarre.
Now, James, I'm going to have to tell you that you can't call me Galaxy Jesus, okay? Because that's my old name, and I can't be here in the stream with you. Ethan, it's going to have to be James or me.
Oh, yeah, what about that? You know what? Let me put my...
I apologize if I dead named anybody just now.
That's my dead name, and I think you should have known that. I think you did it on purpose.
No, wait, let me ask you. Let me put the interview hat on for a second. Obviously, we just saw a little bit of what happened. And I have my biases. I think we know that. But what about, get up and leave? Like, dude triggered's overused maybe. But
that was crazy. If I can be 100% like, let's remove the kayfabe here, wrestling guys, for a second. I went in there going like, I was just going to go on and talk about what they wanted me to talk about. And I just happened to have this honestly, I had this pickle suit for an episode I did about Ethan. I'm not gonna lie, but this was meant for Ethan, but I didn't get it in time. And so I had this pickle suit sitting here, and I'm like, I don't know why do I have this fucking pickle suit now? So I saw it sitting there, and I put it on. And by the way, Crisis King. And then I just gotta say that real quick. I just realized. Crisis King. I'm just throwing stuff. I don't want them to get rid of me in the middle of saying this. I just said something bad about Ethan that I'm wearing the pickle suit for him. So I figured if I said Christ is King, I get to stay. And it turns out I was right. But I had this pickle suit in here, and I was like, I'll just throw that on real quick, and that'll be like silly, right? And then you'd think a big fat guy would not be mad about a pickle. You'd think he'd be happy about seeing. Somebody says, I'm going to have to Google seriously kayfabe. Don't bother. You know what kayfabe is? It's called playing pretend. It's a wrestling word for playing pretend. It's so gay, do not bother. What happened on this evening was not kayfabe, it was gayfabe, all right? Gay ops. A food, like, this is like his dreams, right? This is like when a fat guy's on a desert island and he starts looking at you funny. This is what he sees. He's like, oh, I'm getting hungry. And so I did not see any of this coming. I really didn't mean for this to happen at all. I don't know why he had such a felt down over it, but PPP from now on does stand for the People's Pickles Pressed. That's not my fault. This was a silly Chris Chan bit. That's all this was meant to be. And now, I don't know. By the way, I apologize to Mr. Metokur and Nick for taking away your shine tonight. Tonight's now pickle night. Sorry.
It's all right.
Nobody's really thinking about
You're fucking cringe, bod. You're fucking cringe. It sucks, and you're not funny. Dude, he was, and he went, I don't know if you saw, but he went on for like a half hour after you left. And
yeah,
like,
I was watching.
That was cringe. That wasn't even funny. It's like,
he accused me of sending people to send in pickle emojis, and it's like, I didn't do that.
No, that was his own
chat. It's like,
he said it was filled with tomatoes, and I went back through the chat, and it was like 4 guys did tomatoes. The whole rest of the show was pickles. This guy's gonna have a whole fucking salad on his hands by the time this is done. Okay, so Corey in the chat says these two broads are so lost. They're not lost. They're not there. They're in a different world. Women aren't listening to men. Okay, this is why they need to go back to the parlor. Back to the parlor with you. We made a parlor room for them for a reason. Ethan, I don't know why, and maybe Ethan hates me now or whatever because of what's about to happen on this stream. I'm still willing to be friends with everybody, actually. I don't care. Like, none of this shit means anything to me. I just want to make funny things happen. So, Ethan, I don't even want to cover you anymore. I really don't, but this is too good of an opportunity to pass up on. Can I make a suggestion, though? From now on, when you're having a room full of people there to discuss events, especially a big event like this, maybe just leave the women folk out. maybe what you should do is make 2 Google Meet rooms. One of them, the actual one for the fellas, and the other one, the parlor. And you just send the women to the parlor. Let me tell you something. They won't notice that you're not there. They're not listening. They don't care. All you have to do, you put them on a separate little tinier screen. In fact, you've actually got a little tiny screen here on the right there, right underneath your screen, right where it says Tequila Sunrise. You put the parlor right here, and then the ladies know they're being watched. That's all they care about anyway. And if they want to bibble to each other about something, they can. And then the men folk don't have to hear about it. Back to the parlor and back to this clip. Done.
Yeah, welcome to the rest of your life, bitch. You're gonna be haunted by fucking pickles in your dreams now. Like, congratulations.
Scary stuff. But no, in all honesty, Ethan, I was always just trying to give you stickers. I was always just doing like a silly. I thought it was silly. I didn't mean for you to get really. You got really angry. So I say he gets really angry, and suddenly.
Let me ask about what you were saying about him, though.
Okay, complete deflection. I had to let him get away with it.
As far as the paywalled episode, and being a hypocrite on being a grifter, or whatever you want to say. Like, and that was his stick. I was saying this to Nick, and he already knew. But his whole stick back in the day was, oh, these e-celebs are evil. They take super chats. They take money.
I like that these guys are so anti-Semitic, and I'm not saying that's, whatever. I don't care. But Ethan's so anti-Semitic that he won't say shtick the way a Jewish person says it. He won't say it the way you're supposed to. He says stick. That was his stick back in the day. I like that. You're like leaning into the goyim. I'm so Gentile. I just call it stick. Hey, look. Hey, look at this guy trying to perform his stick out here.
They got paywalls, like you, Patreon, new project 2, and all this stuff.
Boy, this guy's a real man. He's a real man. He's one of my mans, actually.
Right.
And of course, you have your own issues with new project 2, probably. But you know what I mean. Just the whole idea of getting money from your audience was like evil to this guy. That's how he portrayed it. And of course, he didn't really believe that.
I invited him on my show. It was a paywalled show.
Yeah.
I had to build my own paywall because
Slamiel, Slamazel, Hassenpfeffer, and Florpinated.
Because I'm not allowed on Patreon. And he knew that's what he was be on. And then his audience turned on him because he was so anti-grift back then that his audience was like, what?
Yeah.
Why do I have to pay to see you on this retard show? This pickle.
Yeah.
And so,
I remember in his comments, they were actually mad about it, too. They're like, oh, my God, And so he threw you under the bus, basically.
I've never stopped hearing from his people about this whole paywall thing.
Fred Johnson in the chat says he's got chutzpah. Chutzpah. He's a real hoot. He's got a real chutzpah.
And then listen, I mean, I am friends with Andy. You guys can think that what you will. I like Andy because Andy defended me against Dick Masterson.
So here I am in the lion's den saying this shit, by the way. And then I'm going to bring up the don't DMCA thing to these people. This is, who else is doing this?
You guys can think that.
By the way, 666 concurrent viewers right now. Christ is king.
What you will. I like Andy because Andy defended me against Dick Masterson, who is the guy who got me kicked off of Patreon. But I watched Kino Casino for Andy, and then PPP's there, and I'm like, oh, PPP's a funny guy. I look at PPP the same way I look at Ethan. I think you're both like these characters on the internet. You're bigger than life. You're, an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object, and I think one of those is almost certainly true. And so I think of you as like bigger than life. I don't think of you as like these actual, I don't think of you as people is what I was about to say, but that's bad. I shouldn't say that.
I had no clue, but apparently like earlier in the day or maybe the day before, they were actually talking. I think Nick Fuentes was saying that these people don't even think we're human. And I had no clue he had said that. And I really just went into this little diatribe about them not being people.
I don't think of you as people is what I was about to say, but that's bad. I shouldn't say that. But that's probably what a lot of you guys have to deal with is like people don't even think of you as human beings. So I apologize. But
so yeah, you're not people, especially not the fucking women. Pay attention. Hello? Anyone home?
Sad! Pathetic!
All I do is suck your dick and eat your butt.
Yeah, I think he just he thought he could just get away forever with this whole thing of like, oh, I just switched to being a grifter and that's fine now. See, I'm owning it. And I was giving him the chance, like legitimately. I didn't mean for this to happen. I wanted him to own it. I was being like, I think it's funny. I think it's funny that you're now a grifter and you had such a problem with it before. And all he had to do was go, haha, yeah. But he didn't.
What do you think it would even look like if these women were hypnotized? Would there be a difference? Would the hypnotist even know if it had worked? Or would he be like, oh my fucking God? He'd be there for hours going like, all right, but you're a chicken now? Or I don't know. Hello? They look like they're constantly staring into hypno coins. Instead he went, I don't know.
It was the bad
of course,
reaction.
They're deleting Pickles in the chat as we speak. You can
really?
see Pickle over in that chat right now.
Can I ask you guys this though? Listen, again, I get the whole like fuck these guys, they make fun of me thing, but let's not report everybody.
Well, no. It's not about fucking like, oh, they make fun of me.
All right, here we fucking go. This is about let's effing go, everybody. Pod Awful, the only show that rocks. An actual catchphrase. I don't know if you guys know this. I actually invented let's fucking go. Did you know that? I was the first guy to say let's fucking go. That's actually sort of my thing. A lot of people use that on the internet now, but I was the original let's fucking go guy. But now that everybody says it, my new thing is the only show that rocks. It's Pod Awful, baby. The only show that rocks. But anyway, this Beardson guy, I didn't know who he was. I only even knew his name was Beardson because he literally has a sign behind him that says Beardson Beardly. And if your entire personality is that you grew a beard as an adult man, cool. So this guy, who I have no clue who he is, who I didn't even remember, he might as well be the women folk. I forgot he was in the room. I was not addressing him with any of these points. He's now going to jump in, and he is going to lose it. You want to talk about the lol cow uprising? This dude just... It's a fucking horse race, and he's doing a photo finish. He's galloping to get there. Obviously, Ethan's wife is, in the lead, but he's like, he just really wants you to know, like, no, actually, fuck these guys. It's like, dude, you don't need to do your audition tape right now. You're on Cozy. You're here on the Killstream. I'm clearly talking to Ethan. I'm clearly talking to Nick. I'm clearly talking to Baked. I'd actually rather be talking to the bald guy. I don't know who he is, but I'm probably talking to him too. Whoever Beard Man is, nobody was thinking about him. You want to talk about making it about you? Watch this.
Let's not report everybody.
Well, no. It's not about fucking like, oh, they make fun of me. It's like they literally like make shit up about me. They literally lie about me all fucking day for no reason. Fuck these people. Why do I owe them this sort of like? Oh well, I'm going to be a good guy. I'm going to be a nice moral guy, and you can slander me and lie about my family and stalk me and swat me and do whatever you want, and I'm going to turn the other cheek and I'm going to pretend like I'm the best person. No,
please, for the love of God, let me make my point.
Nigga, fuck these niggas. They can rot in hell for eternity.
He really thinks at the end of this, everybody's going to be like, oh. The women don't even hear him. They're like, wait, what was that? Did that guy yell? Wait, is there a beard? Is there a guy with a beard here?
I hope they lose their YouTube channel. I hope they lose their fucking homes. I hope they lose their jobs, their incomes. I hope they lose their fucking lives for all they care. Fuck them. Rotten hell. They are scum of the earth. They are demons, and they deserve to rot for eternity, and they can suck my big, fat, groiper cock. Fuck them.
Yuck. He gets up and walks away, and the blonde goes, who was that lady?
It does seem like a bit of moral fagging when they, where they try to draw the line because, they want to be able, everything's fair game that we do. But as soon as you do something that we don't like, it's the same thing where Ralph was talking about, hey, how about I go to your fucking town and paper it with flyers talking about Metokur? Right. All of a sudden, That's the
That's the worst thing ever.
Yeah, Jacob says in the chat room he's pretty sure the beard is fake. I can actually confirm that. I could see occasionally his headphones would move and the beard would start falling off. Put that out there, by the way. Beardson Beardly is wearing a fake beard. He can't grow one.
Sure.
But to be
Yeah,
fair,
it's
he
the
did
worst.
that as a result of me sending him diapers. See, this is where the problem comes.
Now, you didn't send me diapers. You came to my house and
all right, well, let's let bygones be bygones here.
put diapers in front of me.
I guess I came there, but
It's not true.
maybe it's not. Diapers.
Okay, so that's not what you did. You didn't send me diapers. You came to my
I
house.
didn't even step into the yard. I was very respectful. And by the way, I would never go into your. I would never mess with you or do anything. I was.
Yeah, but see, I don't know where you live, so I can't just roll up to your house. You see how that's not fair?
You know, I understand that's not fair.
Well, so then, I mean, you know what the deal is, like, right? Like, I mean,
I know where he lives. I got
oh, you fucked up now. You fucked up.
All right, Ethan, but I think you can see this. I think you can understand this. And the guy who was just yelling for a long time, is that Beardson? Is that who that guy
That's
is?
Beardson, yeah.
Wait, Beardson was here?
Okay, so Beards,
I think he stepped away. He probably still has a headset on, though, I think.
All right, so I don't know if you can hear me or not, but here's the issue: is I think I just proved why you shouldn't do that. By showing up as a pickle man and watching a man just completely melt down over it, like the smallest thing, the kind of saddest, gayest thing you've ever seen, right? To the point where even Ethan sat through my terrible jokes where I was making fun of Ethan. Just to watch
I almost
PPP
skipped it, too. Do you know? I almost skipped it. Everybody was watching. I was just like, I can't skip it. I have to just
right,
quit.
because it's too good. It's too good.
Well, no, it wasn't good, but I couldn't skip it because it'd make me look like a bitch if I skipped it. So I was like, all right, I just have to sit here and let it play.
That's fair. See, I like that. I like that. And that's the kind of attitude I'm talking about. I keep nearly getting to the point. I'm about to make the point. Beardson, the way Beardson just sits down again. He went off to get some water because he worked himself up so bad with his epic rant that he needed to quench his thirst afterward. Oh, I'm parched. So this motherfucker didn't even hear anything where I'm actually talking. Now he comes back. Exploded when I got my fucking shit taken down. I was exactly the same way. I thought I knew who did it. I was like, fuck these guys, go after all their... I did the exact same fucking shit. I really did. I went after all their shit, and
yeah, you flagged plenty of people. I know that.
Ethan just throwing bullshit out there. And by the way, Beardson, you can, if you look really carefully right now, you can see the strap. It goes around the back of his head. It holds the beard on.
Let's be fair though here, real quick. I've never flagged or DCMA'd ever.
Okay, Beardson, nobody fucking asked you. Dude, go back and drink your water, all right? Do some wang gulping.
Anybody, ever. I don't care to. Like, that's the thing. This is the big, like, distinction here. It's like, I've never done it. I've never told anybody to do it. I don't care. But what you're asking here is for me to care that this is happening to those people. That's the big. No. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, you are. That's exactly what you're doing. It's like you're sitting there telling me, "Oh well, but this is happening to those people," and I'm like, "Yeah."
I don't know if you can hear me. But I said, I'm a pickle. You're arguing with a pickle. Please stop arguing with pickles on the internet, please.
So what? Fuck them. I don't care. I've never once responded to any of these people. I've never once paid attention to these people.
This isn't about. By the way, the new phrase, it's not mad at the internet. It's arguing with pickles. Spread it around. Now, from now on, when somebody's angry online, they're arguing with pickles.
You're expecting me to care that this is happening to them? No, I don't give a shit.
No. I don't
Figure out
care.
the fucking gutter for all I care.
It's not about their feelings.
It's funny.
It's not about their feelings. It's actually about people are hearing a beep. If everybody's detecting a beep from Beardson. Goon alarm. Your feelings on it. I'm saying this as a guy who has been there. I'm saying as a guy who's been on both sides of this, by the way. I'm saying it because it is, and I know this is the lolcow uprising, and I'm extremely excited about the lolcow uprising.
Go.
By the way, very funny. Listen, I'm on the opposite side of that. I'm going to be honest, but I like it. I like seeing the lolcows rise up. Unfortunately, it's not an uprising if this is your reaction, because that is just leaning into the lolcow. That's just further lolcow behavior. That's what they're already making fun of with you. Now, that doesn't mean you have to care about what they think of you. That's not the point. The point is you're giving them the ammunition.
You're giving them.
But wait, let me ask you this: if we, but wait.
No. Boo-hoo, what do you mean? I fucking breathe and they have ammunition.
And again, I still haven't actually gotten the point. I'm one sentence away every time. The only point I'm trying to make is the reason they make fun of you is because you can't handle being made fun of. And trying to take down the shit is just proving them right. Now, if they're just uploading and stealing your content, no transformative works, just completely re-uploading your shit, fine. They're mirroring your stream and you actually own the stream. I got no issue with legit DMCA takedowns. Obviously, there are times where they are legit. I actually argue with Porcelain over this. We have a complete disagreement. He goes with, there's like I guess there was some sort of legal matter with what's that other bearded guy? He pretends he's like an ancient Egyptian man. He's like some sort of Greek philosopher, but he's a British weirdo. I can't remember. He's from he was really big in 2016. Who am I talking about? You'll let me know in the chat. Anyway, this guy had a thing where somebody was DMCAing him, or he DMCA'd people, and he was trying to take down clips, and the judge said, well, the clips are transformative because they're clips, and you changed the title of the clips. It's like, that's not transform. I don't give a shit if a court said that. Courts get shit wrong all the time. Porcelain goes along with that. Sargon. Soygon. Everybody keeps saying Soygon. Sargoy. We really need to get straight which part of that is the soy part and which part is the oi and which part is the goy. Or what do we call him at this point? Soy goy? Soy goy of Takad. So this guy, I don't know which side of it he was on, but that's bullshit. Go ahead and clip an episode of whatever the biggest TV show on right now is. Okay, clip it and make sure you change the title to something really neat and transformative and see how fucking long your shit lasts and take them to court over that. Good luck to you. Good luck. That ain't transformative. So I'm against that entirely. Listen, if you're a clip channel and you don't have the express permission of the person whose shit you're clipping to put your shit up, you need to realize you exist at the whims of the content creator. You have made nothing. You've done nothing. And in your head, you're going, I'm helping them by getting their clips out. They don't give a shit. Trust me. They don't want your help unless they've asked for it. So when your content is fully someone else's content, you don't have content. When your videos are other people's videos edited down and nothing else, you didn't make them creative, you didn't put a little spin on them, you didn't add text or anything to it, no commentary on what's going on, you own nothing. If that's what they were taking down and that was the only thing they were taking down, I'd be on their side for it. And if they had proof that their shit was being fucked with and they knew exactly who did it and they did it back to that person and that person alone, I'd be on their side with it. But everything else is just, ow, ouchie, no, don't. That's all I want to say to these guys. But Beardson, he's part of that uprising, man. He can't handle it.
I know. I agree with. No. That's the point. It's like I exist in that.
I gotta get going. I gotta go.
Yes, thank you, Nick. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck, dude.
100%. 100%. Knock him out, man. Knock him out. Take him out. Let's go.
All right. See you.
Now, okay, so
I think I have to go to. I've got to get.
So we just forgot about the debate.
Good deal,
it wasn't about that
anymore.
Good to see you, Bibble.
Thank you for having me on. It was good seeing y'all.
Yeah, 100%. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Now I had to do the host thing.
Well, can I just say this? Beardson, the thing you said that makes me say this is you were like, they lie about me. Yeah, no shit.
And?
No shit, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
well, I mean,
wait, hold on. Wait. Before I forget, hold on.
That's a fact. Like, I'm not allowed to state a fact.
I know.
Now.
Before
like,
I forget, hold on. Let me ask you this, Jesse. What is the real detriment to this. If I'm sitting on Cozy with my own audience, and you know what I mean? Like, what is the real detriment? Okay, they don't like it. They're saying it's low-cal behavior. They're saying it's bad to
See, that's the bizarre thing here is Ethan is actually arguing my side by saying this. Okay, so you're sitting there with your audience, and your audience is cool with whatever it is you do, and your audience thinks you're cool, and you're fine, and you feel comfortable, and you feel protected there. Then why do you need to mess with the other people's stuff who's making funny? Just sit there and listen to your audience.
Like, okay, well, I'm sitting here ensconced. It doesn't matter what they fuck.
But that's the problem. He thinks he's ensconced, and I knew that's what it was with all these cozy people. They think they're in their own pizza fund.
Can say.
The problem is you think you're safe here.
Well, you know,
You're not.
No.
They're not safe. That shit can go away, and it will go away. If you can be taken, if you can be debanked, if you can be deplaned, if you can be de-lifed by the internet, then they're going to take away your special person internet page. They're going to take away your shit. They'll find a way to do it. And one day it'll be like, I think Telegram is how Cozy works. I don't know how Telegram works or anything, but I think they use that for their chat or some shit. Telegram one day will be bought by somebody, and then Telegram will be kicking your asses off of it. I don't agree with that. It's just what will happen, or Telegram will fold. That is how everything online works. You're not safe. The reason you shouldn't do it is because you are not safe either. There is nowhere for you to go.
No, I don't. No. And that's another assumption by you. I don't think I'm safe anywhere.
They think they're comfy on Cozy. Well, they're going to have a very rude awakening, okay? It might feel comfortable right there now, but one day it will feel comfortable.
Yeah, I've been banned off everyone.
Right.
Provo, DLive, YouTube, fucking Twitter, Instagram, like whatever. I don't think I'm safe anywhere.
Yeah, but one day the alternative
no. Like what's the point? It's like, so like I'm just supposed to not make content. I'm not supposed to act like who I am. I'm not supposed to like.
Yeah, one day Cozy's going to be hosted by LiveJournal. They're lucky they're not on MySpace right now.
Do what I'm supposed to believe because like I'm not safe anywhere. Like that's the thing.
But
Like,
I'm
already not safe anywhere.
Hey guys, thank you guys for signing up for the Pizza Fund, by the way, podawful.pizza. If you want your account to work, by the way, you are going to have to sign up for Habbo Hotel. So get your Habbo Hotel passwords ready and log into the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. When your pool's closed, by the way.
Why don't I just at least go out in the fucking blaze of glory and lean into like what I feel like.
Gloves off, they will go full gloves off too.
They already have.
And he's still arguing with a pickle.
The pickle man tricked me again.
They already have. That's the thing.
Well, that's what
and like what am I?
IP2 too. They got to worry about the IP2 ain't gonna last. That shit's crazy. Okay, I think every IP2 stream is simply a crime being filmed. I know they've gotten away with it for this long, but one day, Neopets is going to come for them.
Am I doing this full gloves off saying like, oh, you getting DCMA'd isn't a bad thing and I think it's funny? That's my gloves off here. Meanwhile, I'm getting swatted and like they've tried to ruin my life.
Can I ask you a question to Jesse?
So it's like, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, well.
By the way, we're going to cover the
Everybody wants to talk to the Pickle Man.
debate live here on the Killstream in 3 minutes. I don't want anybody to think we're going to miss that. Go ahead, get your questions in now.
Yeah, no. All I wanted to say is like, I don't care if
Beardson, you're arguing with a pickle.
They lie because I already know they're fucking liars, and like it's like whatever, they're gonna lie. But like for me, the red line was like PPP specifically like doxed my Catholic priest and said we're doing a tax.
I don't know if that's true, but like people use this term doxing very, very liberally. So I just have to take his word. I don't know if that actually happened, but of course the our message here at Pod Awful is doxing is cool and fun. So I don't know.
Scam said people should report me to the IRS. So like in your view, like what would you do if you were me? Like
that's
it's like
not cool either. That's not cool.
It's like that's really
Yeah, I'm actually against crimes, swatting or anything where you're actually hurting anyone. Believe it or not, maybe I didn't ring the doorbell because I'm against the crimes part of this, or at least like the actual hurtful crimes ones. You know, when they're crimes related to you being dumb, like, you posted your own password to the internet. I don't think you were hacked if you posted your own password online and someone logged into your account. I think that's on you. I think the law would disagree with me on that one, but I've already made it pretty clear I don't always agree with the law on things. And by the way, neither do you, because you're probably sitting there smoking on your indicas right now. Ooh, oh, yeah. I know PPP needed some indica after this stream.
Cool. So
swatting not cool.
Like, do you want me to do something that would interrupt that process? Or just sit there and be like,
tax evasion actually is very cool. Thank you for bringing that up.
Oh, they're cool.
Okay, one of the Earth's jokers just appears on screen.
I think it's so funny. Like, no offense, Jesse. I don't know you. I don't think you're a bad guy or anything.
Okay, I don't care. So let me just jump ahead here a little bit, and then I'm gonna show you what exactly happened on the Killstream that got me kicked off. But first, I want to jump into the future a little bit for when I was talking to Baked Alaska privately after all of this went down. I think it was the next day, actually. I messaged with Baked Alaska, and I think I might have actually, when Beardson's not screaming over me, I think I might have made him see the light a little bit on all of this. I won't read you everything. Some of it's private. But, and again, I have to reiterate, all of the comments in this have been heart reacted. Baked Alaska always heart reacts your comments. He's a lovely guy. A Fed would never heart react anything. He wouldn't even know how. So here's, let me see what I can read for you here. I can't read that. I can't read that. He says, I agree. Let's fucking go. Let's effing go, everybody. Actually, Yoba, if you are watching this, can we agree to not say the F word anymore? Can we just say let's effing go from now on? Thank you very much. He says, I tried to lighten the mood too when I went on. So we're talking about us both being on the kill stream. And he gets it. He gets that I'm there just trying to make funny things happen. I said to him, I just want everything to be silly. He says that he's glad that he can bring comedy to these things. Or that I can bring comedy to these things. It's much appreciated. So I just said straight up to him, I said, for real though, don't report the stuff. Then you can't make fun of it. I know sometimes they just fucking lie or even share personal shit, but that shit happens to me too. They're posting, my family members' addresses and shit. I've had people show in the past. I've had a pedophile show up to my house. A pedophile that I made fun of that eventually went to jail showed up to my house and left a mysterious package on my porch. Now, you don't see me crying about that. You see me instead also making deliveries. This is the difference. This is what people don't get. You want to talk about ringing doorbells and stuff? I've had this shit happen to me. I said reporting it never fixes the problem. It only galvanizes them to do it more. You just get more fucked in the end. I know I've not been swatted, but I've been arrested multiple times from people calling the cops on me from the show. It fucking sucks. You can report crimes. I report straight stolen content, but they always get worse if you report just over bans. Always. There's plenty of people out there that say, oh, Jesse reported this, Jesse reported it. All the stuff I've ever reported is just my shit re-uploaded. Usually paywalled content re-uploaded. One of the people that I have to hear the most about when it comes to that shit, by the way, is a dude. He uploaded a paywalled episode of my show, and I privately contacted him and said, hey, man, you got 24 hours. You can just take that down, and then I'm going to report it. You can just take it down, though. No hard feelings. And he chose the other option. That's not on me. That's on him. Like, that's about the nicest I can be with a thief. But he's a thief. And again, if you disagree with that, try it with a movie. Try it with a TV show. You might not think my shit is that, but I think my shit is that. And it's my shit. So good luck to you. So I said it always gets worse if you report over just bans, always. He gives it a heart react. He says, true, I think you made good points about that. Now, maybe I'm chipping away a little bit. I hope he doesn't mind that I'm reading this. I'm reading this because I think it's a good thing. I said, also, I'm friends with Porcelain. I know you're upset with some of the info in his doc, but he told me privately he legitimately thought it was all just info that was already out there. He wasn't trying to dox anything. And I know that he doesn't mean to because Porcelain's been doxed and that fucked things up for him. He didn't like that. So I said, I know he wouldn't do it on purpose. Baked Alaska says, okay, well, my parents were never shown before, so I guess his parents somehow got doxxed or something. He says, like Like I said, he can come at me all he wants, but my parents have nothing to do with what I do, and to drag them into this is messed up. I don't hate porcelain, he says. I don't hate Kino Casino. Okay? He says, I don't hate anyone, dude. LOL. I just want to make people laugh and make good content. I can laugh at myself 100%. Now, agree with that, disagree with that, I don't know. But that's what he's saying. I said, I say all this shit as a person with multiple embarrassing videos out there. I've had my big YouTube channel taken down. I've lost money. I've had people come to my house. When I acknowledge this shit, it gets worse. The worst thing you can do is just live inside those things. Just make those your whole life. Oh, I was swatted. I'm the guy who was swatted. I'm the guy who this happened to. I'm a guy who this happened to. I went to jail, and then the episode about it was like, well, that was boring. You just move on from these things. I said, when you ignore it, it goes away. This is the biggest tip I can give to the lol cow uprising. And this is the most I am willing to tip the lol cows. But I always, well, actually, cow tipping is pretty fun. I might keep tipping. But I always try to tell the goons, you know, the goons. I always try to tell the goons, like, here's what you could do to make this not happen. What makes it funny is that they keep doing the wrong thing. It's not a problem to tell them the secrets. What makes it even funnier is if they keep doing the wrong thing. If you keep touching the stove and burning your hand, it gets funnier every single time for your mom while she watches and thinks about divorcing your dad. I said, I think Metokur sucks, and actually agreed with Nick at the end of the debate on everything, but except for the burn it to the ground style of reporting stuff. He says, yeah, dude, I take your advice seriously. Trust me. Give me all the advice you can, man. You're an OG. All right. So I told him about things that have happened to me and how people try to fuck with me. He says, I'm working on taking criticism better and laughing at myself more. I wasn't always the best at that, to be honest. So this is a man trying to change. And a man can change. It's possible. And I know I say this as a pickle on the internet with a clown over my shoulder. Don't argue with a pickle on the internet. You know what? I'm going to keep the rest of this to myself because I did give him a few more little tips, a little inside baseball stuff here. Just some funny things, some stuff he could try. But he did end by saying that he wants to join Pickle Gang. And again, if you think he's a Fed, well, then here's what your tax dollars are being spent on. He says, maybe we should make a Pickle Gang song. If you made it, I would feature on it for sure. Well, somebody did make us a Pickle Gang song beat, Baked Alaska, so this may actually be going down. We might have to make a Pickle Gang song, and I would absolutely love for the federal government's tax dollars to be spent on that. Now, let's go back to the video here. Luckily, somebody did some timestamps in the comments on this. I should actually probably pin that one for everybody. Let me pin this guy's comment. He's his name is Mr. Shane. So thank you to Mr. Shane for these timestamps, because you got to watch my screen very, very carefully. But once the debate starts happening, some very, very interesting things start going down.
I'm funnier than you.
Now, behind the scenes, I was talking to a couple of people, some people. By the way, I was also talking to Baked Alaska during this. Baked Alaska was giving me ideas to do. I was talking to some people behind the scenes, and I was saying, okay, what do I do? I'm in. It's happening. They're not getting rid of me. What do you want to happen? Well, here's our first timestamp.
See, you're getting mad now.
Now, you have to look very carefully on my screen. You have to really zoom in.
I'm funnier than you. That's how I'm going to arbit it. And here, like, you go into these streams and you're the smartest guy in the room, but you're in a room full of dumb people.
That's what I am right now, Nick.
So,
I'm the smartest guy.
My first suggestion given to me was, why don't you play some blacked cuck porn? Well, I'm game. You know I am. This not safe for live streaming is sort of my brand. So let's take a look.
Cheap shot. Yeah, let's just low hanging.
If you're really degenerate, you could actually hear the Pornhub intro as this started happening.
First thing I thought of.
If I want to go with the cheap shot, I talk about your gay 70s porn stash.
And weirdly, now this is Dear God at work. Weirdly, Mr. Metokur says porn stash while this is happening, while a man is licking another man's spladoinkle as it enters that man's wife. There's a black man. There's natural illustrations going on. It's disgusting. And luckily, it's behind me, so I don't have to look, but you do.
70s porn stash.
70s porn stash.
Gay
laugh
70s
track,
porn stash.
Laugh track. Mustache.
I don't know why.
Now, Baked Alaska sees it. And Baked is sending private messages in our Google Meet thing.
Don't come out of the fucking closet now.
Laugh track.
I mean, all the Catboy shit, the looks. You know, your hands, you have this very effeminate,
there it is, the Catboy shit. We've called it 10 minutes.
Wave them around. It's like a mating.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that.
This is me slapping you. This is me slapping you around.
No, that's
it was definitely less than 10 minutes.
That's a mating call for queers. That's a little bit of tranny Tourette's.
Slapping you across
that's
your
you
face.
out in public, basically
this is me
putting a
slapping
mating
you across
code.
the face and saying, you're not funny, you're not funny, you're not funny. And anyway, but the point I was trying to get at with that tweet is
you had a point. Okay.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, here comes Tyrone. I don't know why his name would be that. That's just what it said in the credits.
The point I was trying to talk about with this
Yes, I watched till the credits.
tweet is like,
I always do. I respect content creators.
that tweet is a good example of what you're really.
Yes.
Hey there. So, this the bitch you want me to fuck? You better start licking my nuts. And Ethan's sitting there like, yes, this is fine.
Because you're not the guy that's laughing over here. You're a guy that cares deeply about like saying that.
Oh no, that's not good. So now the white guy is full on face down inside another man's natural illustrations. And our friend Tyrone is really going to town on the white guy's wife.
Alf is like
This is the weirdest fucking psychoanalysis of.
I don't know what happens over at cozy.tv. I don't know how America First goes. I will be a speaker at the next AFPAC, though, and I will be wearing the pickle suit. But so maybe I'll find out. But maybe this is just something they're used to. I don't know.
For a tweet, you know, you sound like a fucking retard, right?
I think you sound like a retard. I just think.
Yeah, you got to see the post-credit scene. They should start putting post-credit scenes in porn. What would that even be? After the cum shot? Is it just the girl vomiting out just diarrhea of cum from her anus into the toilet? Oh, shit. You got to stay till after the credits. It turns out Iron Woman's asshole was actually prolapsed. Flamenco, stay away.
Oh my! Let me psychoanalyze your
like
tweet.
That. Yeah, I am. I am going to psychoanalyze you.
Oh my God!
I am going to psychoanalyze
so deep.
you.
Oh, okay.
It is deep. See, this is.
And now they're talking about it's deep. See, again, Dear God works in mysterious ways. If you don't believe in Christianity, I don't know what to tell you.
What we're calling deflecting, and like. Yeah,
this is me mocking you because you're a fucking retard.
No, this is just
at the end of the day, you're literally.
Now, luckily, Baked Alaska got up during this part. I don't know if his sensibilities, this is so against his proclivities that he had to excuse himself and go pray to God during this part. But luckily, it let it stay on the screen for just a little bit longer.
A bitch that flags shit down that makes fun of you. You get asked
and I laugh at I flag shit down and then I laugh. And I laugh at how mad that makes you, Jim. I laugh. When you
now that is not. Don't stare too hard at my screen, okay? Just I want you to look at it in the periphery. Like stare at Nick's face and just kind of see it at the corner of your eye, or else you may be traumatizing yourself.
You go on Twitter and say, America First is a mess. You're a mess. This is pathetic. I fucking die laughing. Not die like you literally. Pathetic. I die
Listen, a little bit of race mixing on cozy.tv. There's no issue with that. In fact, I'm pretty sure Mr. Metokur brought that up with Nick while they were talking about it. I just noticed Nick's name on this stream, by the way. I don't know if Nick even has a problem with it.
Goddamn womanizing, raping, trolling, stupid, pickle-suited nigger.
No.
Rest in peace, Jeff.
Thank you, Mr. Metokur.
laughing
Nick, because you
of how
literally
mad that
are
makes
pathetic.
you. I don't think so. I think I'm a millionaire.
I think
and I
flaming's-
think you're a
see,
bitch.
there we go. I love
Yeah.
how arrogant you get about it. You're so
I know.
you're so
I love
drunk
how
on a
arrogant I
small
am
amount-
too.
Small amount of power because you have a minor streaming platform.
I gotta say, listen, like him, hate him, like whoever you want, I don't care. It does look like for most of this thing that Nick is having more fun. I know we can't see Mr. Medicare, but he doesn't sound like he's enjoying himself during this. There's not a lot of those cancer laughs going on.
No, because I'm a cool genius.
That's a funny thing to say. I like that. I'm sorry. That made me laugh.
Let's go. That's the funniest thing you said tonight.
So now Baked is back.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he's back, Alaska.
Jim, why do you think Nick's gay?
Are you?
And meanwhile, there's some scrumping and some scrumming going on my screen.
Fucking kidding me?
I want to hear your answer.
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
Let's hear
let's start with the physical features. He presents himself as very gay. He has a look that's very gay. That mustache.
Jesse,
that's a
what does
very
Jim
gay
know about gay?
Okay. So Ethan talks at the exact same time, but Baked says Jesse.
It's very gay. He has a look that's very gay. That mustache.
Jesse,
that's a
what does
very
Jim
gay
know about
mustache.
gay
The
look?
hand thing, very flamboyant.
So I'm like, what? How did that? Oh my gosh.
He's got this thing where he does with his
Oh,
neck where it
no.
kind of pivots
You got
back
porn
and forth.
on your laptop?
Like
Who
you think
studies
maybe
another
it's-
man like this, by the way?
work out.
You've got porn on your laptop. Okay. So just a fun, simple little prank. And again, it was a request from somebody else. So I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I was asked to do something specific on this stream that I just could not. I refused to do. Obviously, somebody wanted me to play the Ethan Ralph sex tape. Unfortunately, that's a crime. That is revenge porn. So maybe I should have rung the bell, but you go ring the bell. Maybe I should have played the revenge porn on stream, but why don't you trick your way onto the kill stream while wearing a pickle suit and do it? So I wasn't going to do that. So some other stuff ends up on the screen here. I'm not exactly
Evidence.
sure.
This is ridiculous.
Scared to admit.
Oh, okay. So this is really hard to see at this part, but I throw up on screen and it's there. I think it's there for the rest of this. I throw a little message on screen and you'll be able to see it better in a minute.
That's right.
It says, sorry, PPP. Now that should have been the first indicator, right?
That's right. See, like I was actually disappointed because you have this reputation of being like the internet aristocrat and like, oh, you can't fuck with him. And everything that I just heard is like, again, this is like appealing to the lowest
It's like,
crew. I
then
don't
we
think you're
get-
that
what
funny. I don't think you're a good content creator. And the other
Okay, we get some other stuff on screen. In fact, one of them was suggested to me by Baked Alaska. I'm not
Probably
sure
like a
if
bitch
that's
militia.
next or not. Oh, here we go. This is good. The dimensional merge happens on screen here. Take a look
Just
at
like
this.
from
But why won't you
Stumble Doc
engage?
Spot
But why
If you look very, very carefully, you can see
won't you engage with what I'm saying about this tweet? You keep evading to these other things.
we've now got Chris Chan on screen with the Pickle Man on screen with Ethan Ralph on the kill stream. Very good.
Why won't you engage? Because I'm saying something very serious here. I'm attacking your credibility.
So
as a
you're
funny
having
man.
difficulty. You're having difficulty.
So I'm just throwing some little things out. It's just to, it's just to get some little things going, just to see what happens, see if I'm even noticed at all. And then
How long did you follow?
Now I don't know if this is skipping anything or not. I apologize if it is. At one point, Baked Alaska said he saw what I was doing. So Baked knew what was happening the whole time. Again, he's with us. He's trolling, all right? And he sends me a message and he says, you should put Mersh on screen. So I don't know if we'll see that or not, but I did do that. But now we've got sorry PPP on screen and a wild gunt appears.
All around Charlie Kirk, Nick.
Like 2 or 3 months or something.
Okay.
Yeah. But so anyway.
But he made $1 million off Charlie Kirk.
Like Ralph,
And Charlie Kirk's a political figure.
Yes.
Is what it comes down
Just
to.
like you thought you're better than Charlie.
I am better than Charlie Kirk. You follow around Ralph.
So again, the debate is so boring. Nobody cares. But my camera starts turning a little bit, and you see a little bit of a crease.
A way of being to make fun of Ralph.
I don't know. You can just make it out. The colors of the Gunt flag: black, yellow, and tan.
No, you're the expert. I'm a
Or not really tan, more of an uncooked.
You just told me. You just told me. You just told me I'm not funny, and you're the expert of humor. So tell me.
Help me out, teach me,
master.
A fag. I don't know.
Thank you. Yeah, you should call me that. Call me master from now on. Okay?
All right, so let's skip ahead here and see if we get a little something else going on. Again, I want to see if we get the merch on there. I'm pretty sure that at a certain point I managed to get everything up on screen. Now, here's the crazy part: is I did fuck up partially during this. I forgot I didn't have my sounds pumping through, so every single time a super chat came in, I was actually playing this.
It's not true.
Or this.
That's not true.
But unfortunately, they weren't heard on stream. I thought he had me muted, and that's why it wasn't happening. But I didn't realize I just didn't have one button pressed, so that was fucking on me.
Unstoppable, killing the older generation with hilarious content every day.
Okay, so at some point here, okay, there you go. So now you've got the sorry PPP big on screen, and Ethan happens to be looking down during this. He's completely missing it.
Alliances.
And there's some room left on the side of the screen there.
Probably with Monster.
Zimmerman didn't build it. Again, did you get that one from Kiwi Farms?
Fucking
Do you know why
no
they
way he
did?
said Zimmerman, dude.
Because he worked.
Yes, he did.
Oh, yes, he did.
We got Tom Gully.
I told you it's Rambot. It's basically Rambot, dude.
But they didn't help you set anything up.
No.
Okay.
All right, some very flashing, very slight appearances by the famous Gunt picture.
Clearly, basically Rambot with Jim's
Try
accent.
something else.
He's literally, and this is not a joke, the Gunt was so big, I couldn't get it on the screen. I was trying to have it share space with the sorry PPP message, and it refused. The Gunt was too massive, people. It was taking over. It's like the Blob. It was amalgamating.
See, try something else. Throw something else out.
I'm asking
the
about your
one,
website.
The one thing didn't work.
You
Now try something else out.
It just won't let me put that Gunt on screen.
Just opened the door. You said, I built a successful censorship-free platform.
That's right.
So I'm asking you about your platform.
What about it?
So is it 230 compliant?
So that one wasn't working for
compliant?
me.
Yes, 100%.
So you have a
this my
DFCA
link
registered
now?
agent to take complaints? Because I don't see it.
We have
anywhere on your
everything. We have
website.
everything.
Where is it on your website, Nick?
That's on the website.
Where?
All right, so let's skip ahead a little bit here. And of course, my background screen is playing, which also has Ethan's Gunt on it.
Sent $100.
Me pointing at
So
the
if I go
gun.
there, there's a
Zero
button that
impact on
says
politics
DFCA
whatsoever.
compliant.
Yeah, that's right.
Me
there.
grabbing at it.
Boy, cat.
Ethan yelling
that?
at me,
Boy,
telling.
boy.
This is the famous clip of Ethan giving his address out on stream because I showed up to
Are
his
you
house.
talking about medical?
Cat boy,
Yeah.
cat.
And somehow Ethan misses all of this.
Cat boy.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, Dear God came in. He sent in a super chat just going cat boy, 1 million times. 6 million probably. Not one more, not one less.
I don't think he's
cat boy.
I don't think
anyway.
Cat boy.
He's more like a night.
So here's Mersh's Gunt picture. If you've never seen it, Mersh hula hooping with his Gunt hanging out.
Why is
that one was Baked Alaska's idea.
this being allowed?
He came from like the skeptic.
It's there. You just got to keep
Rape
looking.
it, Ralph sent $100.
Oh, do I?
As a faggot
Yeah.
revenge pornography.
All right, but let's skip ahead here because then we get the gold. The person I've been speaking, well, there's a little preview. The person I've been speaking to, I say to them, let's make a compromise on the sex tape thing. What if we just got the jiggly Gunt? Wiggle while you jiggling free. Giggle while you jiggling a wiggling spree.
$100, Ralph, as a faggot revenge
This guy's
pornographer.
fucking spinning his fucking allowance.
And it just so happens while I'm doing that, a super chat comes in saying Ralph is a revenge pornographer.
I was laughing.
And then his revenge porn appears on screen next to sorry PPP.
By the
Someone's
way,
misfortune.
Ralph is a faggot revenge pornographer, rapist,
Can you expand on that? What do you mean?
America
Yeah,
first,
I mean,
by the
if
way.
so Flamenco in his
revenge
job.
And Ralph is so preoccupied with these super chats that he is not noticing.
To send people
But I'm pretty sure somebody is messaging him about this.
to
Rapist.
Ethan Ralph's
Deadbeat
event and sabotage the event. And if his job is to accuse Ethan Ralph of being a rapist, and then Ethan Ralph knocks out a stream for a week.
Well, I mean, let's
funny.
be clear about that. Let's
Okay.
be clear about that. Alice accused Ethan Ralph of being a rapist.
Okay.
The woman that said she was sexually assaulted.
When will he notice? Now, keep in mind, here's what happened, by the way. When I got kicked off for the porn thing, Ethan was like, Jesse, don't put porn on the screen. He was fine with blacked cuck porn. What he's not fine with is his belly dancing around. That's where he draws the line.
Here's Ethan Ralph.
Black cuck porn, 100% fine. It has a home here at the Killstream.
Do you believe all women, Metokur? Do you hashtag believe all women?
Do you disbelieve them if your sister said I was raped?
I believe no. I believe no women.
So now they're talking about women being raped while this is on screen.
I believe no women ever.
So if your sister came
to
you and said,
and I agree with Nick on that, to be honest.
As a rule, no. As a rule,
Back to the parlor.
No women. Do you believe all women, Jim?
Hold on. I got
COVID, man. Hit that COVID shit.
There's too many people. I've raised it to like $100 and people are still like throwing it at me.
Metokur, do you believe all women?
And listen to how fucking boring this is. I should have just been interrupted. I should have just gone on mic and started screaming.
It's gone.
I don't necessarily disbelieve them, Nick. It's weird. You're taking the polar opposite of position.
Yeah,
right?
I don't believe
we're
any
gridlock.
women. I think women.
I mean, we're several minutes into the gunt flopping.
Everything women say is a lie, and I think all women are pedophiles.
Well, that's very.
By the way, she's not credible at all.
Answer.
And he knows that.
Again, yeah. Zing. That's a gay. That's good. That's a gay answer. Zing.
I've been waiting for your wit and like your insults and shit, but like.
Yeah, people are excited in the chat. Look at it go. It's like it never stops. I'm pretty sure you could poke one side of Ethan and it would take a year for the wave to travel all the way to the other side.
There's just nothing.
If a butterfly flaps its wings on one hemisphere of his gunt, it actually blows his shirt off and exposes his quadruple breast on the other side.
You do a durr voice and then say cringe.
And ladies and gentlemen, there I go. He finally noticed.
Pot off a one. Pot off a one.
I got kicked off, but it gets better because the people who were messaging me behind the scenes about all of this were PPP and Andy Warski. Let's take a look at last night's Kino Casino.
Speaking of what's true and what's not, Andy, we were blurring the lines last night of what's real and what's not real. We're felting the audience there with the 14-dimensional kayfabe chest there. Those of you who are unaware, the whole thing with Pod Awful, was it 100% fake? No. This is what we call in the business a work shoot, folks. It's from pro wrestling. It's a work shoot.
Okay, I'm feeling a little rassled myself over that one, but...
So a lot of the things that me and Jesse were saying, we went into it. It was planned that we were going to go at each other, but we didn't know what each other was going to say. You know what I mean? We were saying things that we do feel about each other. That's what we were saying. Or at least what we've felt about each other in the past. Years ago. It was kind of a replay of the feud that we had like 2 years ago. For people who have been paying attention there.
It's not true.
The whole reason for it was pretty simple. There's a few different reasons.
The Pickle Man tricked me again.
Number one, we wanted to keep the show in the spotlight. We wanted to give you guys a fun show.
You goddamn womanizing, raping, trolling, stupid, pickle-suited nigger.
So, there's a big blood sport between Nick and Metokur on the other counter-programming. We got to give you guys some sort of a blood sport, some sort of a fucking matchup. Number two, we wanted to get Jesse on the Killstream.
Thank you.
That's not true!
What?
And there was no way to get Jesse on the Killstream unless he established the trust to Ralph. That he could be trusted, that he was working with him, and that he was fucking us over.
And we thought it wasn't...
It was all planned.
Going to work.
The internet was felted. Everybody thought, the Kino Casino is breaking up. Ethan Ralph brings me onto the Killstream, and everybody's audience just implodes on itself, freaking out about the man in the pickle suit. They're arguing with Pickles online.
They were like, there's no way that's gonna work. Because we had no time to do the Dick Masterson stuff, right? So we're like, could this work? Jesse has worked with us on the Fuck Ralph Festival and a few other bits for our show, right? So we thought, okay, could this work? Is Ralph that dumb? Ralph has a restraining order from May, or May has a restraining order on Jesse.
She did. She attempted it. I never got served, and also it's over now. But she did attempt that. So this is nuts.
I'm like, there's no, like, this can't. So when
you would be crazy to associate with me after that. Because then any future restraining order is very muddled. What's going on then?
Invites him on the show.
Because you went,
It caused problems for his restraining order. I'm not sure, you know. How can you have a restraining order against somebody and then invite them on your show?
Yes.
But on top of that, the strategy was also, we thought what was going to happen with Nick and Jim was instantly Ralph and all the people on the Killstream were going to get pulled into the call and dogpile Jim. So we wanted Jesse to be there on the call so that we could feed him lines, we could feed him things to say, to fuck with them. And Jesse could disrupt that if that's what happened. That isn't actually what ended up happening, but he was there. And once we realized, okay, that's not what's going to happen, not everybody is going to get pulled in, it's going to be selective, then we were like, well, Jesse, just fuck with his show. So what Jesse did, he put up fucking blacked porn. Fucking
dude, by the way, we were watching this live, right? So I'm like, what should he do? And you're like, I don't know, put on some porn or some shit. So I'm like, put black cuckold porn on. So literally, right? They're okay, I can't show that scene, obviously, here.
But I can. I don't know. I'm just a different guy that way. Anyway, you get it. Listen, we were all in on it together the whole time. Now, I know what some people are thinking. Jesse, weren't you supposed to be on the Kino Casino last night during all of this? And yes, originally that was the plan, but I got a message last minute from Andy saying, unfortunately, and I forgot about this, PPP actually got swatted that night. In fact, every single person named Ashton Parks in Canada apparently got swatted that night. So PPP was still pretty much like, he was kind of not feeling it, and he was trying to make it a cozier type of stream. He was trying to make it like a more chilled, relaxed sort of thing, and it was going to be quick. So they ended up doing 9.5 hours, and they just said, don't bother coming. We're just going to be quick about that whole Killstream thing, and then we're going to go over the debate for 9.5 hours. But as disappointing as that might be, I did receive some very nice messages from PPP on Twitter. He DM'd me, and I'd like to share those with you now. With he gave me permission to show these. Let's take a look here. From PPP at Power of the Truth, by the way, and subscribe to the Kino Casino. Follow PPP on Twitter at Power of the Truth. Let's take a look at these real quick, because some of these are during what happened. Some of these are during the event, and some of these are after the fact, but I thought these were really nice. Let's take a look. PPP says, or actually I say, well, I hope they bought it. And PPP says, oh, Ralph will buy it. Hook, line, and sinker, buddy. Trust me. I said, haha, hope we didn't go too far in any places. So this is after the fact. Then PPP says, obviously, I channeled a little of the real stuff, but it's a worked shoot. I know I wouldn't be here without your simpspiracy stuff and showing my starfish to 30 people still. You fumbled at the 1 yard line, but you ran it 99 yards with the whole team on your back first. Wow. That is so kind of him to say that. Like, finally giving me a little bit of the credit there. Really, where would he be without me running it all 99 yards first? Nowhere. I thought that was very big of him to say, and it really touches me. So, PPP, thank you. I said, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And PPP says, if you get on Ethan's stream, play him some black cuck porn. I said, LOL, okay. And then after that happened, PPP says, wow, amazing work. I take back the whole ring the doorbell thing. You just gunted the gunt straight to his face. I said, I'm shocked it took him so long to kick me. And PPP says, we're going to belatedly award you the Golden Gunt Award for Best Troll. Felted the Internet. That is incredible stuff. PPP, thank you to the internet. I'm sorry we felted you. I'm sorry we've pulled the wool over your eyes yet again on all of these things. And I'm sorry to all the autistic people out there who have no clue what's really going on anymore. But I think finally I rang the doorbell. Actually, yeah. There it is. It feels nice. I hope to see you in the pizza fund for the Pod After Show immediately following this $6 level, podawful.pizza. And you can also get our archives and our premium episodes in the $12 level. Go check it out. That and much more. And a brand new pizza fund coming soon with all new stuff. Until next time, have an awful day.
The Pickle Man tricked me again.
Pot awful one! Pot awful one!